Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Thursday. Glad you're with us. It is a 3-hour show. We've got an incredible show for you that includes one of our very favorites of all time. It is our diamond necklace. We're getting you kind of set up for the holidays early. Yesterday, it was all about a gorgeous diamond band that really was last call at that incredible price tag with that big solitaire. You know the one. We made an incredible value. Well, today, we're going to bring in that diamond necklace solitaire. It's going to be our most classic style we do in necklaces. Gives you a big diamond that's going to be about the size that you purchased in that ring last night, but a really special opportunity and last call at the price tag, because when we make it in the future going forward, it's going to be a whole different price. So we give you a last call on some of our holiday gifting favorites or just beautiful staple pieces for your own wardrobe. We also have a Blue Wing Block D tonight. There's one in the show in a ring. There's one in a pendant. So very excited about that. Our pendant is going to be a nice size. It's a 2-carat plus. It's going to give you a cushion cut square, so a little bit more exotic on the shape, but really affordable, because we know how many of us need a great pendant, right, to go with all of our rings. We got you covered here tonight. There's also Diaspore, one of the brightest and a little different color than we used to see, or usually see, I should say, in our Diaspores. You're going to really get a nice golden pop to it. It's really incredible. And then we have a yellow diamond. It's a big one. It's a carat and a half. Actually, it's even more than that. So carat 57, pear-shaped stone, which gives you that bigger look, and then, of course, surrounded in amazing diamonds. So that's all happening. Plus, there's a turquoise. Now, I know the one I had the other day, it was a monster stone. We had that huge round the other day. Remember it? It was very special, but we're going to bring you another turquoise today. It's not quite as large, but it will not be the largest we have, because that other one, that was a what, 10 carat or so? We've got a 634 today. It's also in the round. It's our pure Sleeping Beauty that we love so much. So that's going to be on the way as well. Then there's some new designer pieces also here for you, and any requests you have, let me know. There's also a crystal opal trio. We've got 3 crystal opals that happen to be brand new, so thought I'd put them together for you to see them all at one time and be able to pick out your favorite, as we like to do. So lots of exciting things on the way. Hope you can stay with us. Again, make requests if you have one. And as we get you ready for, gosh, the last bit of October here, that opal wheel is partly because we want to celebrate the last week or so of this month's birthstone. We've got some gorgeous tanzanite drops that are in round. So actually, that'll be a trio of tanzanites throughout the show. The ring, the pendant, and the earring drops that are here. But there's just so much to get to. So again, lots to see. And then, of course, we did have some purple Paraibas last night. I got my big one here. I've got a 6.5 carat in the purple Paraiba coming your way tonight. So that is just a little taste of what is coming up in this show. I want to start you with something really affordable and also giftable that I want to let you know is limited as far as what we have. So good news is, this is a good news, bad news scenario. We've got the good news first. That is that I have all 3 gold colors. The bad news, I'm limited on all 3 as far as what can ship out right away. So if you need them in the next couple of days, you got to shop early. So here we go, getting you started on a Thursday. Glad you're here. This is going to be item number 1113-478. So it goes back a ways as far as that item number is concerned, doesn't it? So you got a great value. Kind of like when you see a 111 number, you know, the prices have not been upped in our system. So if you see a 111 number, something that was made 8, 9, maybe 10 years ago, that's going to be helpful on a gold standpoint. And then when you cover it with diamonds, including big diamonds and smaller diamonds, and create this beautiful North Star effect, it gets even better. So proud to have these for you. 36 points is the diamond weight. So that's going to get you over 1/3 of a carat in lovely diamonds that we also enjoy. But also it's that North Star shape, that design. We saw it very popular in pendants for many, many years. And now we see it in the earring to match. But it's still a stud, still going to sit closer to the ears, so you have nothing to worry about. Even if you're gifting them, that would be a great idea, I would say. If you want to gift them to somebody you care about, it could be really, I think, any age. It's appropriate to see that gorgeous star design. Of course, you're seeing them more squared off now, where the corners go out to the exact corners. But if you want to actually rotate it, and I'll show those to you on, so you can see how they're going to look rotated, that gives you a little more height and gives you more of that North Star effect. 36 points in diamonds, solid gold, and they are also a post that is centered. So that's going to give you the opportunity and the ease of just moving them and rotating them how you like to create a different look on the ear. So you can see we have the rose gold, the yellow gold, the white gold, All three in stock. But why are they starting the show? Why would something this incredible that I've got a little bit of quantity on be what's starting our show? Well, it's simply because it is going to fly on out of here when you see this price tag. There's simply no two ways about it. There's only one pair available in white gold to ship right away. So again, this is what I like to tell those of you who are early, and also most importantly, if you know you need something within like the next couple of days, right? Because it can go out tomorrow, be to you by the beginning parts of next week, Monday or Tuesday. That's really helpful if you need them for a special event. Maybe you want to wear them for, oh, I don't know, Halloween, not necessarily when we dress up, but we don't really dress up, if that makes sense. I mean, it usually is a holiday we dress up as other people, but of course it's could be your dressed up style. Maybe you're just going, instead of dressing up this year as something else, you're going to just dress up as your best self, and maybe that includes diamond earrings. So again, if that's your special occasion, well, you got the earrings headed on the way out quickly, so you should have them well in time before Halloween. But that's if you shop the first pair in white gold, the two in yellow, and the two in rose, because that is what I have here ready to go in stock for you. Okay, so it's going to be really urgent to be on those phone lines. Let me show you what they look like. I'm just going to borrow the white gold here for you. And you know what? I said center post. It's not quite center. It's really just above center. So let me just show you. It's still not at the very tippy top, but it's just above center on that earring. This is how I think we all like to wear them, with that kind of spiked style where it goes north, east, south, and west to the longer points of the earring. So when you do that 3/8 of an inch top to bottom, that's really how they're intended to be. Now we'll show one in the ear for you in that white gold. Now keep in mind, these are going to last very, very, I would imagine probably 60 seconds or less, given what we have and how few there are to go around. But let me make sure you see them on, just to give you an idea of what that looks like from a distance away, so that you can gauge how they're going to look on yourself when you get them at home. But that you can see, and of course, you know, try to ignore the tweezers and know that that's going to be that really elegant North Star design that we have. White, yellow, or rose gold are available. And again, very, very limited. So come on in early, because why not have them right out to you in the next couple of days? I think that's a really nice way to shop. Let's go back up close, give you a great value coming your way. It is going to be, again, one in white, two in yellow, two in rose. A nice way to start off the show when it's under $1,000 to get yourself a really premium style in that earring. And of course, $9.99. Well, that would be still a little too much for what I'm doing today. I got some carte blanche opportunities here to discount. So as I usually do, because we're trying to, again, do our best to make sure that everything is still a great value for you, and show you that no matter what's happening in the rest of the world, we are TVON, and we stand for value. And that is our priority. It always has been, always will be, but of course, harder and harder to do. And that's why it's an even bigger value. Do you realize that our values today, on this October 23rd of 2025, our values today would be bigger values than we've ever seen historically in the show? That's a fact. I mean, it's true. When you see what we're doing in gold and diamonds and gems and all the things we love about great fine jewelry, and you realize what we're doing is making things more affordable and therefore bigger value. You cannot make jewelry today for the way we once did. We've been around for about a decade. That's 10 years. We've seen a lot happen in that 10-year time span. So again, we know exactly what's happened in the past, what's happening present, and that makes your values that you're getting today even stronger than they've ever been before. So let's take a look at this again and give you a big value. If you want to take them quickly, but again, got to dial in as fast as you can. If you want to get them right away, I will let you know when the current quantity that is made up in stock ready to go is sold out, and then we can go ahead and let you know that you can still purchase them, but it's going to be a little bit more of a wait time, and that can be up to a month or two when something's made for scratch for you. So keep that in mind. Still a great value, but we'll tell you what, we'll make them better than $888. I just don't think there's any reason to wait on the phone lines. Just come on in. It's one of our bigger values of the night, and we're starting off with it. So instead of $8 or $7.99 or $6.99, and all great values, sure enough, but we're going to take them a lot lower than that and make this one of the best. And yet, when it comes to an earring in solid gold, that's getting tougher and tougher to do. The findings themselves, which just would be the gold, is going to run you over $500. Kid you not, I work with the wholesalers of the world every day, where your favorite, if it's boutiques, if it's home shopping networks where they shop, to get great wholesale values if they're making large quantities, that would be $500 plus in just the gold. And you'd have to buy a tremendous volume. That's not you walking off the street saying, I'd like one pair or one findings. No, it doesn't work that way. And instead of $6.99 or $5.99, $5.99. And if you do have our North Star designs, this is going to go beautifully with it. So keep that in mind as well. And here we go. Even better than $5.99. And again, operators, if you let me know what color, because I don't want people mad at me, okay? Because, you know, I work my you-know-what off to make sure that we're, you know, honest and integrity and all that. So I'm telling you, when they sell out, I'll let everybody know. We'll let you know when the current quantity that can go right out tomorrow are done and gone. But that, which one? Yellow and white. So we already have just the white gold sold out as far as what can ship immediately. And then the yellow gold, we have one left now. So that's going to be it, guys. It's going to go very quickly. And you know what? They're not even $5.99. Somebody just took 2 pairs at that $5.99 price tag. How thrilled are they going to be to know that they're getting a better value than that? They are $499 a pair to get you those really fabulous designer diamond earrings, and that's the way we do it. So already 1 pair white, 1 pair yellow, the white gold again, we can make them for you, but it's going to be, they won't go out tomorrow because somebody already picked those up. And Joanne, you'll make sure that they're going out right away so that they know, because that's the way it's going to work here. The first callers get the first dibs. They get that current quantity that's made up, ready to go. So there you have it at $499. Well done. We'll give them 60 seconds. We've got currently in stock 2 in rows, and then the one last pair in the yellow gold that's in stock, ready to go. Anything else will be a little bit of extra wait time, and that's okay. Worth waiting for. They'd still be out to you in time for holiday gift giving and all of that. Just want to let you know, like I said, if you need them for next week, then you've got to shop the yellow gold or the rose gold that are remaining here. And we also have, I know that we had some multicolored sapphire earrings the other day, and boy, were they popular. This is what I have today, that arced design that you can wear either as an ear crawler up the ear, or you can just put them on and have them drape and kind of curve into the face. So we have those coming up. If you missed out on those multicolored sapphire earrings I had the other day, I know they were very popular, but again, there was only 1 pair. So we'll have another variety like that from the same great designer. We've got a ring coming up in blue topaz that's going to look familiar. And then we also have a really pretty, some new designs. We got a couple new pieces. I got to make the 3 or 4 new pieces for you. The rest is going to be closeouts. And oh my gosh, the best in the world is here tonight. It really is good. And of course, a wheel of greens. We've got beautiful opals coming up. The opals are going to be brand new as well. So we have a little tiny trio of opals that's going to be on the way for you a little bit later. So they're all coming up. But let me know if you'd like, again, rose gold 2 pairs, white, and the white gold's gone as far as what I have to ship out, and the yellow gold down to 1. And that's where that stands right now. So definitely let us know if you'd like one. Let's get to our new ring that is coming up in the Swiss blue variety. And oh, the trillion, look at that. It would be like looking at the blue zircons that we love so much. This is the absolute twin to those blue zircons, and yet topaz may not be double refractive like zircons are, but because the color and the cutting are working together so well, it does have, yes. Okay, so, well, they know, just so they know they're not going to go out right away. Okay, so we have 2 more white gold going out. Thank you so much. Well done on all those earrings. Again, still rose and yellow available to ship immediately. If you can be quick on the phone lines, we'll just keep on rocking as we do. Don't wait for everything to sell. We never do. It would only allow us to show like 2 items if that was the case. So here we are. This is going to be, we just move on and we rely on you guys picking up those great pieces you love. But here is that Swiss blue trillion cut that is so stunning. It's 112-9533. It's a 642 trillion. And it does have 19 points in diamonds going all the way around it. And that's going to have, we saw this design with an amethyst, and yet it's really worth pointing out again the artistic way that every single angle of this ring is thought about and executed to perfection. It's got that 642 trillion Swiss blue variety. You can see here the dove's tail that forms after that single shank, and then it's going to really frame that beautiful pavilion of the stone on the other side. It is a split shank, and you're going to be able to really opens it up on the side profile there and see, you see once again that beautiful look of the stone from the side profile. Diamonds all the way around it at 19 points, stays in the white gold, and that will be a quick one only. It is going to fly, and thank you everybody on those earrings. Well done. We have already, it sounds like 6 pairs going out here of different varieties of gold color. So congrats and well done. Way to go. And here we are with this gorgeous Swiss blue. Honestly, it is a stone that when done right, and of course Mother Nature doing a great job with these topaz, we love to see that. But of course that brilliant trillion, and it's powerful. Let's take a look. 642, you know, is large, but there's nothing like seeing it on the hand here to really get a sense of that incredible size. And then of course the way that you can kind of showcase if you want to put the single single solitary, see that single row, or the double split shank on the outer side of the hand, whichever you prefer. But this will be, oh, I like this price tag, better than $39.99 when there's a lot of gold that houses that stone. It's a bigger stone that requires more gold. You've got that beautiful basket work, the way it elevates it up, the different ways that we see a little asymmetry here to make it something beyond just your basic band. And that is a thrill, and we will blow it out right now. $39.99, it will not be. Exceptional quality here. This is really exciting to have, and we're going to make it a lot better than even $39 or $29 or $19. Remember, there is one, so another one that gets to be sized and shipped right out to you in your ring size. Of course, that's the difference. The earrings don't need to be sized. The rings are sized for you so that you're not running around town having to pay lots and lots of money to go get your ring size. They are arriving ready to wear, so we love that. So 19 it won't be. I'll blow it out right now. It's brand new right at this moment, and we'll do it for $9.99 instead to make sure that one is super affordable for you. Alexandrite's here. I have the prettiest conch pearl. If you like those really bright, almost red conch pearls, we've got one today, and we'll bring out the big purple Paraiba. It is a very exceptional, outside of the 11-14 heart shape, it should be my largest. And then we've got those sapphire earrings we'll see as well, and a tanzanite pendant. And I'm really excited about yellow diamond earrings because we're getting you hooked up tonight with some of the more important accessories to your collection, like, okay, you got to see these. They're brand new. I'm giving you, look at that. There's the early preview of this massive diamond halo around. When we say yellow diamond earrings, we've done our studs. We had them last week. But when you see this, that gorgeous yellow diamond square cushion cut, I know how many of you have a square cushion cut, love them. This is that yellow diamond earring, and of course a match pair to go with you. Oh, you're going to love them. You're going to absolutely lose your minds over that earring. It's exceptional. So we will see those tonight as well. But $9.99 on the topaz. Let's get to these gorgeous sapphire drops, if you will. There are two ways. Now I know it's going to look a little bit like a rainbow here. It doesn't when you have them vertically set on the ear, and the curve is going to allow you to either wear them flaring in or out of the facial features. So however you'd like to do that. The post is on one end. You can see it behind the blue of the sapphire. So wherever you see the blue, that's where your post is going to be. And then they're going to have that beautiful curve, that subtle curve that's meant to just frame the face if they are in a north to south fashion as they sit. 1120-996 is the item number here. Thrilled to have them one pair. They are in rose, although I will say, as someone who doesn't wear a lot of rose gold, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. Everything's really covered with these sapphire baguettes and the diamonds, which are two diamonds for most of the way here, as you can see. So really exceptional. When we had this great style, something similar in more of a feathery look the other day, there were so many of you that missed out, and it was sad to see. So we went ahead, and I just went ahead and scoured the inventory to see if there was anything similar, and this is what I came up with. 18 karat though, so you're getting the 18 karat rose gold, carat 29 in your multicolored baguettes, and 31 points in the diamonds as well, stacked along kind of like they're leading to that beautiful sapphire detailing. Now they're also going to be, okay, there's only one pair. I'm going to show you the drop and the length that they give you, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this one because then I'm going to show them how they kind of frame the face. So, and I have this on, you'll see, but it's going to have a post and butterfly backing. Here's the length that you're going to get from top to bottom. They're going to be just at, well, really just at an inch. When you look at where the sapphire, right behind the tweezers there, right where the sapphire finishes its flare, that's going to be 1 inch. So really from tip to tip, corner to corner, it's going to be 1 inch in the drop. But do you see what those baguettes do? They really, for being, obviously they're smaller stones, but look at how each and every one picks up the light and glows it right back to you. And then we're going to show them on. So again, you've got some options here. You can also, if you're really kind of feeling a little more adventurous, you can actually, if you put them on taut enough, what you could do is you could actually have them flare up the ear, and you could wear them as an ear crawler if you wanted to. So it's just a matter of how if you put that backing on, and I'll kind of replicate that in a minute. But first, I think this is how most of us are going to wear them. Flaring out. Now, of course, if I had the other side, because there is a left and a right design, it would be flaring out, so, or flaring in rather. So you see how it's flaring away from the face. I could obviously put them on reverse, and then we could have that flare towards the facial features. Kind of just play with it and see how you like it. Or you could do more of this ear crawler design, which I would probably get the other one for that. So I'll just borrow that if you want to see it, just because, I mean, you could play with it, see if it'll work for you. But when you've got this other design, and if you decided to put the post where it's at, you could have them kind of flare out and then up the ear, kind of a bit for that, almost that look of multiple piercings without having to go get multiple piercings. So, there's that idea too, which you could do if you wanted to, just manage to put that backing on a little bit really tight, and then just kind of like let it go up the ear like you see there. So we'll take them down to a great price tag, but look at those sapphires just flashing. Let's go back to the wheel, take another close-up look. We will make them super affordable. Actually, remember the other day everyone was fighting over them when they were $2,000? It was that similar design, that similar look. We're going to take these on down, and boy, that is your go with everything earring. That is your one-stop shop for a little designer color that we want to do for better than $19.99. That's what made the other pair from that same designer fly the other day. I'm going to do a lot better than that here on this one because, well, taking it ultra, ultra, ultra low. That is my job. That is my goal. I will say we're going to meet it tonight. We're going to definitely wow you with all these values and give you another piece that goes right out to you because, again, rose gold can't be changed. It's in the rose gold. It stays as such, and we'll make it $900. You know what? Even better than $9.99. Oh, yeah. I'm going extra low. Let's do some extra discounting. We got the end of the month wrapping up here. We are ready to just move out as much of this inventory as we possibly can. And you are seeing how we do that and how we make that happen. Let's blow them out for $888 instead. There's only one pair. They stay in the rose gold. And that is going to be one that goes with absolutely everything that you wear. If you like a lot of color, and boy do I. It's one of the reasons we love gemstones, I think, is for obviously their natural beauty, their rarity, their special nature, but of course the color. And this is giving you just about every color of the sapphire family, really everything. I would say green, but honestly, there's one of those stones that has a little blue-green to it. So you're seeing the blues right here. I was saying the blue-green right there. Blues into a deeper blue, into the hot pinks, into the lighter pinks, into the padparashas, into the golden, and of course they're mimicking that design from left to right. So a beautiful mirror image of each other. We've only got the one pair. Let me know who's got them, and then we will see later on. And this is really, boy, it goes with everything to have an earring like that too. It's going to work with everything else gem-wise because look at how that earring looks with tanzanite. There's our blue winged block dependent we'll have a little bit later. Then there's the big turquoise. I mean, let's take an opaque stone that doesn't per se have that exact color of any of those stones yet. Still works together beautifully. You've got the turquoise. That's going to be coming up as well tonight. And then we have that big yellow diamond. Well, we've got yellow sapphires in there to play. So it is a really beautiful styling there. And of course, so much drama to have that flare out or in design, however you like it. So that's going to be it on the earrings. Let me know who'd like them. And then we're going to move along to, this is the closest thing I have to a link design right now. And it gives very Italian designer vibes, I must say. So Italian designers that put honestly hardware into their shoes and bags and belts that cost way more than this ring when it's just hardware. And here's 1128532 in our beautiful link design. It is a more of a circular link. It definitely not quite a curve. It almost looks like if you had a link meeting up with a bow, meeting up with diamonds all together, only in the yellow gold. This is going to be a blast to have something this unique in a solid gold ring, where obviously gold like that, because of its styling being a little wider and larger, it's going to be a gold piece that normally would be in the thousands right now. And I'm talking $7,000 or $8,000 just if it was just gold by itself. Here you're getting 14 points in diamonds as well, which just gives it some extra. Those are VS diamonds. We love those. Again, let me know who's got those sapphire earrings because they're going to go in the rose gold. Remember, they were 18 karat, and then also our Swiss blue topaz still available for you. So you can grab either of those. But here we are with our link design ring. This one can be worn anywhere on the hand. Remember, we're sizing for you. So if you want it as a pinky ring, let's say you need a 3, let's say you need an 8, let's say you need a 10, well, don't worry about that. We got you covered. And honestly, I don't know how much longer free sizing can go on when gold is going what it's doing. And of course, a lot of projections about it maybe reaching 6,500 or 7,000 by the beginning of next year, which is only a couple of months away. So to think that we have not seen the end of gold launching into these different realms of the stratosphere we've never witnessed before. And now we've got a gorgeous gold and diamond link ring. Now you can forget about all that because this was purchased from a designer many, many, many moons ago. And look at how stately this is. Really stunning design. And this is what I live for because these are the styles I wear every day. And you know what? If you want to get, yes, thank you. The sapphire earrings are gone as well, so it just leaves our earrings are popular. I'm glad to see you liking earrings tonight because we also have that gorgeous yellow diamond earring, and I've got some others that I haven't told you about yet, like amethyst heart-shaped earrings. Oh yeah, and some other great designer earrings. We'll have some blue zircon earrings, but look at this ring, and you see how it's perfectly placed where it's almost like the link will continue. There's 3 links, but you see the diamonds are placed so that they're at the middle of each link, if you will. So what they do is they act as your little bookends on either side. So that's really well all done and watch what we're going to do. This is a really important ring, and yet solid gold, yellow gold only again. So this goes right out. We size it and ship it. It's super simple and easy. It's very quick, and yet, oh gosh, I love the value here, but I'm taking it lower. I love it, but I want to go lower for you because we'll never, ever, ever argue with a better price tag and a bigger value. We'll never, ever get enough of our values here. So come on in, and here's what we're going to do. I'm so excited for this one, and you guys are not yet. But that's because you look at the gold and go, that's $8,000 worth of gold plus the VS diamonds and all that. Well, yeah, there is that. There is that whole, yeah, a lot of gold, designer style, all of that. We're doing all the sizing for you, and I know our yellow gold has been more than popular lately. Yellow gold's where it's at, because when we see gold do what it's doing, even people who didn't usually do yellow gold are now doing yellow gold. Why? Because they want it to look like gold, because we know what gold is doing. It's so pricey. Are you guys ready for that necklace too? We'll have that necklace a little bit later. Very excited about that one. That single solitaire diamond, that 30-point stone, you're gonna love it, and you're gonna love the way it looks on. And if you're giving it as a gift, we could take care of some holiday shopping tonight in this show. We really could. So here we go with this one first, though. This one's going to be an important way to get a band style ring. And again, all you got to do, call early. Please do. Just go ahead and call in very, very, very early. So this is your way to get it, and get it now. And let's do better than even, oh no, I'm not doing $9.99. We got a much better value. So here we are, the $987.99. Come on now. This is designer at the ultimate level. We love these link styles that do this. It's like a link within a link, because they're not structured where it's not flexible. It's nothing like that. It's a fully cast ring, but look at that. That mirror finish bar that brings everything together. It's a great pinky ring if you've been looking to add one to your collection. We're already busy on the lines. Oh, and I've got a couple. I don't know if I mentioned that. I've got a couple, so if you needed two, because I could see these being great ring guards, or maybe even getting, I mean, lately we're doing a lot of this, let's get one in one size and one in another so we can wear them on different fingers of the hand. That may sound crazy to some of you, but it's really what's happening in the industry right now is we're seeing rings really stacked across the hand, not just necessarily down one finger, but across the hand. So even if it's the same ring, but stacked up and layered up that way, we're doing better than $7.99 or $7.77. Come on in, guys. We're here to help. We're here to help make jewelry affordable like no one else can. And I mean that, and please take a look around, because if you stopped looking at jewelry a long time ago, well, guess what? It's crazier now than it's ever been, and yet we are still, I'm telling you, we're bringing you every day that goes by, our values have become bigger and better than they ever have before. If you're used to shopping our values years ago, well, guess what? They're much bigger values today than they've ever been. And we're proving that to you now with a ring like this one. This is about as good as it gets, and it's not even $7.77. And again, for those of you that love those classic, never put away, you're putting it on every single day, you're never putting it back in the jewelry box. Even these are the pieces that stay, you know, in the foyer or at the kitchen sink or wherever it is that you leave your really, again, your iconic pieces. You know what I'll do? Let's make it $699 instead. I adore this ring, and I'd love for you to try it. And you can get more than one if you want to, but we've already got one gone. All right, and so again, counting down quickly, it's not like I have 20 of them, okay? I've got fewer than 5. So it's not like this is gonna last very long, and we can sit here like we did last night and sell it for 40 minutes. We did that with a band last night because it was oh so popular, and by the way, it was more money. So here we are, and this one's got even more gold. So it's really specialty, and $6.99 is fabulous. So a great way to get it. We'll give it 60 seconds, then it should be sold out, and we'll see who's got our final few here. But again, one more time on the hand here to see what that's all about. I mean, we start on the ring finger, but there is certainly no rule that says you have to wear it there. It can be worn pinky, ring, middle, index, thumb, wherever you want to wear it. Certainly would be a style that is very suitable for anywhere on the hand, or stacking, because this is what I mean by across the hand stacking. Wearing one here and wearing one here, wearing one here and one here, whatever you want to do. Even though, yes, it's the same design, you can mix and match it and wear it across the hand, and we have 30 seconds left with that one. So beautiful value there, and again, you will love it, and everyone will compliment your fabulous designer ring. That is for sure. So it's got that look to it. It definitely is that status link, which every big designer out there has their own status link, but usually it's done in what? Costume jewelry or a plated metal. Nothing that's really all that extraordinary or rare or special. This one is. So $6.99 gets it to you. I've got a great, okay, we had the gold quartz earrings and ring last night. I decided to bring out a pendant tonight to really wow you with a value on 2553. Okay, so let's keep on rocking, and let's move along to this one. Wow. So there's a little bit of element of, if you're wondering, oh wow, there's white gold. Well, no, it's not really white gold because that would require rhodium. So it's not white gold, but it's actually just interesting the way this gold comes to the surface in certain areas, and then with the polish of the stone in the 3-carat gold quartz on 2553, it's actually going to have that appearance where it looks a little bit like your white metal. That's why we set this in white gold. That's how it stays. You still get plenty of the yellow gold look there that's 24-carat gold running throughout this round gold quartz, which is our 3-carat stone, has 12 points in diamonds. They would be on left and right sides as it's on. Of course, top and bottom here, but we're seeing it on its side. We show it to you here from a distance on the hand so you can see the size that it's going to be when it is on, and then I will pop it on the neckline for you as well to give you another perspective. 5/8 of an inch, it should be. Verifying right now, there it is, and yes, 5/8 of an inch top to bottom. So you see it's got a little bit of that look where, you know, a lot of these gold quartz, they just have that yellow metal look. This one's giving you a bit of that white gold metal look as well, and you can see what that looks like from a distance. Great to pair up if you already have a gold quartz that you're looking to, again, coordinate back to. There are never going to be two that are exactly alike, but certainly a coordination story here. Let's go back to the up close and give you the great value. Here we go. Major moment here, and that stone is looking good, isn't it? Of course, they're cabochon cuts. They're always going to be what we consider opaque stones. Cabochon cuts best for that. And we're going to do under 1,000 on the 3-carat. And by the way, gold quartz is also, if you think that all gold jewelry is going up, what about your gold gemstone? Because yes, now gold is not a gem, it's a precious metal. We know that. This is a precious metal inside of a gemstone. So you are still getting, I mean, gold, if gold's going up, well, that just makes all your gold quartz that you own even more valuable as well. So do keep that in mind. This one's actually, you know what, better than $9.99. Let's keep on going. Got a really strong value for one caller. And again, so many one-of-a-kinds tonight as usual. There you can see the same pattern going all the way through the back. So very solid nature to that way that gold actually runs through that stone. And we'll make it $888 instead. And a big time value there as we are halfway through hour number 1 tonight on this Thursday. And let us know what you'd like to see. We've got Alexandrite, new Congolese, my best golden pearl value, a designer pendant or two. I've got 2 great designer pendants that are closeouts. What I've been doing lately, if you've been watching the show in the last couple of days, is I've been going to like the deep corners of the vault, bringing out those museum type, really high-end designer, the heavyweight, the pieces that at their old prices would just never sell, just basically because they're just too much money. And I'm actually bringing them out, and we're just dropping prices. It's a little more economical than making new, right? So that's what we're gonna do, is give you an opportunity to get some of the lesser known, some of the real exotic pieces, you know, like this one with this bicolor tourmaline. I mean, already say the word bicolor means expensive, but look at that. This is one of those that's in 2 precious metals. And we're talking about designer influence, feels very much architectural, if you ask me. I love this look. This one has the same design in the bail as is happening in the actual drop. It is deep from the vaults. Again, this is my vault clearance sale. So it's pieces you don't always see. The unique, some of which you may have never seen before. And we're blowing them out truly below our own cost so that it just makes for a value. 8045. It's got platinum and 18-karat gold together. So where you see the yellow, that's 18K. Where you see the white metal is your platinum. But it's a 294 as well. That's that elongated, beautiful green to pink. That's called a bicolor or watermelon tourmaline. And 43 points in diamonds set in that pave design, top, bottom, and then of course replicated in the bail design. Have you ever seen a bail that mimics the design so well like that? Really unique. And of course these really beautiful bars that are just lining up to really be also a nice little play on the stone itself. We see the elongation of that cut, this really cool emerald cutting that you've got to the stone, more elongated in its style. Here's what it looks like from a distance. You can see that is a major piece there. And you're reading those greens, about 70% green and about 30% of the pink there in that natural, not 2 stones fused together, but a natural stone discovered and found and mined that way. Then you've got your 1.75 inch top to bottom length that it provides. So it's pretty big. It's a statement style, and here's what it looks like on. And then I love also that it can be worn with different chains as well. Isn't that nice too? So if you have, and don't worry, platinum, if you are thinking, well, I've got a white gold chain, but that's a platinum setting. So is that going to work together? Yes, the answer is yes. You can use your white metal chains with it. You can use your yellow gold chain. So it really, everyone's going to have a chain that's going to work really well with this one. Let's go back up close and take another look at it here for you and give you a really outstanding opportunity on this one. Again, this is a vault item that we're clearing out. out of the vault, discounting accordingly, not going to be $39.99. You got to call me early. Please do. It is not a time to wait. Look at the flashes. I love these bars of platinum that are flashing, the mirror finishing we love, and really bringing out the gorgeous length and colors of that stone. And it's not going to be $3,000. Come on in. Do not be shy about getting on the phone lines early when you love the piece, because the only thing you're going to love more than the piece is the price. And I can promise you that, because I've been selling jewelry for 25 years, and a lot of these price tags are lower than what they would have been when I started. And that is saying, it's a big, big commentary on what we're doing for blowouts. And this one won't be even $3,000 or $2,000 or $19.99. New drop in the price here. Bicolor tourmalines are never inexpensive like this, especially on a 3-carat size, which is pretty much what we're looking at now. And it's not going to be 19, 18, 17. Okay, so we're going to blow it out right now, and someone's going to take it, and it's going to be $1,699 for one of our best. And then there's also another designer piece in that large pendant style that's going to have a ruby heart shape. Don't see that very often at all. So we got some real big designer opportunities for you. And here we go at $1,699. Let's do it, guys. Look at that. It's a great stone. Bicolor, got one little water spot in the back. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that off from the back, because you can see it's kind of underneath the gold there, but that is a really good style. Golden pearl is here. We got a big golden pearl ring, gorgeous Congolese. Most everything I've got today, just about everything's a one of a kind. The only exception would be maybe our diamond earrings we started the show with, and then of course that diamond necklace that we'll see a little bit later. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then there is a fabulous diaspora. It's a pink diaspora. So we got one from the color change variety, one in the pink category. Don't forget about the gold quartz. Let me flash in what we have here in a blue-green new one. This is that blue-green. Come on in, guys, because there's something about this stone that is going to look immediately like, uh-oh, there she's bringing out the $20,000 piece. Well, proud to say it's not going to be, so you can feel free to call on in, even if you've got a little more of a budget you're working with. And this is where you're going to get that prominent, beautiful designer. This is like Mother Nature's couture. Designer stones like this, 2 color combinations, right? 2 colors coming together. Tourmalines, we just saw 2 colors coming together, but they weren't blended together. They were split, one color on one side, one on the other. This is a little different, where you've got the blend of the blues and the greens, and quite frankly, it is 50-50. And that is the most desired combination to get in this tourmaline. It's 1129530, and it's new right now. And then it's also in this very impressive mounting. It's a bigger one for sure. Diamond weight is big. Stone is a carat 26. The diamond weight is 109. It's a round stone, which should mean it's a premium price tag. Oh, that won't be the case tonight. And look what it is. It's actually, and I know it kind of cinches in there, and the stone is smaller than the band is wide, but that's what really emphasizes this cut and this beauty of this ring overall, I think, which is that you've got a heart shape and a heart shape turned on their sides, meeting up where the stone, look at that stone from the side too. Wow, dazzling. It is beautiful, and you'll get a little golden gleam, like a gleam of golden from that stone as well. So it just has this beautiful look to it, and yet it is a superstar, and it's one only. Come on in, guys. We're here to help you own great jewelry. We can change the gold color on this one as well, but it cannot be overstated. The similar color that this Congolese has looks most like your Paraiba tourmalines that would cost, you know, $10,000 and $20,000 at this size, especially with that clarity and being a round cut. I'm going to try this on for you so you can see the size on the hand as we see it here. And you can see there's what I'm talking about. It's almost like this itself is replicating. When you see that little heart design, which isn't as noticeable when you see it from a distance, because you're seeing the round set right between where those clefts of those sideways hearts meet. But then you see this cool cinch-in detail here on either side that's really just drawing your eye right where that stone is. Now, despite there being over a carat of VS diamonds, you're still really seeing all spotlight, all eyes on that center, which is where it should be when you've got a rarity like that. Now, obviously a carat 09 in a lot of gold. We went overall, this would be one that would be very tempting to put it in a basic band with no diamond weight, but honestly, the stone is so special. It's deserving of this high-end designer mounting. So, despite what's happening with all the world right now, we have put it in the appropriate, proper mounting for that stone, and still going to send it out at an incredible price tag. This is one that, again, if you are a lover of Paraiba, but you're wondering if the day is ever going to come where they actually get to that affordable level where you can say yes, especially on a larger stone. That's going to be a challenge. always, to get a larger stone in Paraíba, that's always, anything over a carat is considered a jumbo size to get in the world of Paraíba. Now, of course, this Congolese material is really new, so there's no verification of do they have copper, do they have manganese, do they not. What we can go on is the color, and certainly there are new sources of stones that pop up periodically throughout the world. This is one of the newer ones in the last several years, and we're so proud to bring you what little stones are coming out of the ground. It's not a prolific mine, there's not a lot of mining happening, it's very, very limited. But to get that kind of color, let's face it, sometimes it's what it really, again, looks like, and that's what everybody in the know would assume is a gorgeous Paraíba. To get perhaps that color, or maybe, again, who knows, maybe it's got copper elements to it, and to get all that for a lesser price, well, not everyone's asking for a $20,000 ring these days. How about getting one that looks like it for better than $99.99, or better than $5,000, or better than $4,000? Certainly making it more affordable and really, truly spectacular, because that color and clarity is where it's at. That's what everybody's looking for. We want those blue greens. We want that neon, that point where right there I just blocked the light. Now you can see, watch as it swings around, how bright that stone is, even in a lower light. So that's critical and tells you that this has got those neon properties. And it's not $4,000 or $3,000 or $2,000. I want to blow it out with the carat 09 in diamonds. It's worth more for the mounting. We'll do it right now for $19.99. To the very first caller who'd like it, $19.99 only to get that fabulous, fabulous stone. And that, look at that, every bit as clean. I cannot find a flaw. And I got very up close to this, as I like to do, because that's the whole purpose of having this shot right here, is to show you every last detail. Have you sit at home, kick back, feet up, all that, relaxed, enjoying jewelry like you do, but really seeing it better than you ever could with your own naked eye, in person even. And that's the importance here. When it's tourmaline too, you want to see that clarity. So $19.99, big value on that one. And then we've got our big golden pearl. We will see copper bearing coming up. A little later, we'll have that gorgeous purple in the pear shape. We do have a lovely kunzite that's new in an emerald cut. We've got that designer heart-shaped ruby pendant as well. And then one more earring value that I want to show you before it gets too late here. We have these really stunning amethyst pieces as well, and this is perfect for anybody who just loves heart shapes, but anybody who loves purple, and then also the amethyst lovers of the world who also think about a February birthstone. So we'll talk about that next. It's another great pair of earrings, and here they are, rich as can be. Stud earrings in our amethyst, and look at how beautiful they are. So started the show with some diamond earrings that are just about almost sold out as far as what we have in stock. Take a look at this. This is the heart shape, and this is large because you're getting a great size to start with. 9186 is the number. There's a 1.5 carat total weight in your heart-shaped amethyst. And also, we didn't do the little itty-bitty halo here. We went ahead and got the big diamonds. We got the big diamonds out, did the whole complete beautiful halo around it. That's going to give you 33 points, a third of a carat exactly, in your stunning VS stones that we love so much. And yes, there's a little minimal halo we do around a lot of stones that has 19 points in diamonds, and they're little, very, very small, very kind of just like this, just really like a little, just adds a little sparkle. This is really about, you see completely side to side, every stone, there's no break in the diamond action. You get those bigger stones, there's no break, they sit right next to the amethyst itself, and they look amazing. So we'll go ahead and get them out the door. This is a wonderful gift idea as well. Again, holiday shopping time is here. We can also remind you, we'll do any gold color you like. So you want the yellow gold, you see how they look, but white gold or rose gold. And notice from the front, you're not going to see a lot of the gold. It would be really the tips of the prongs is the only thing that you're going to see or notice from when they're on the ear, as you see there. But of course, any gold you want, and that's what it looks like from a distance. So 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. And of course, you can angle them a little bit if you want to. If you want to have them kind of what suits the lobe the best. Everyone's got a different lobe shape, and we'll show you on mine just to see, give you an idea of what they're going to look like when they're on your ear. But they are definitely fabulous, and they are so unique. And this isn't a pseudo or wannabe heart shape. It's an actual literal heart shape that you have there, as you can see from a distance away. And of course, that halo of diamonds is emphasizing that as well. So that's going to really just drive that point home of, you've got an exotic cut. You've got a different cut, a unique cut. I think this is ageless as far as who can wear it as well. I think that's another thing we love about a heart shape is that there's no age limit. There's no age threshold. There's just, again, a love for love. And that's what these show off without having to even say anything. I mean, it's like your note is written for you when you give an earring like this. You know, it's a beautiful sentiment built in. Let's go ahead and take another look at them. They're not going to be $9.99. And that's impressive, because under $1,000 for that kind of diamond weight with some very important prominent gems. These are not your basic amethyst that have that light lavender. There's a whole world of amethyst out there. It's not the most rare stone in the world, but it certainly is one that comes in multiple different varieties of quality, like everything does. And yet what you're looking at is really feasting your eyes on. Let's not take this for granted, because that's a big deal. What you are looking at is the literal best when it comes to that purple quartz gem. It is that best material. It is that brightest, most saturated. You are seeing more than just purple, because you're also getting blues and reds, and you see them. It's one light. It's just, I got one light here, and look at that. You see as they just move, even just subtly side to side, you're seeing flashes of red, flashes of hot pink, flashes of blue as well. And they're not even going to be $888. Again, solid gold. So this is the way we love to wear earrings, so that we don't have reactions and things like that. That's appreciated. I think there's a lot of us that say, give me gold. I don't want to mess around when it comes to earrings, because I know that the ears are more sensitive. We're putting posts through ears, so we want it to be really, again, we want it to be wearable. We don't want to give it any kind of discoloration on the skin. We want to have those great wearable styles, and also be proud of the gifts we're giving to, especially if it's the younger gals who maybe are newer to the world of earrings. They're just got their ears pierced. They might be now moving on from those starters to a gorgeous look. I mean, why not? VS Diamonds, pretty good way to start the collection. Yeah, you're maybe spoiling them, but that's okay. We've spoiled you. You spoil the ones you love. It all works together, and these values are really what's so important here to take advantage of. And let's take it even lower, shall we? Than $888 or $777. I'm kind of loving those prices, but until we get a lot of people on the phone lines, we're going to take it that you're not a fan until we get it even rock bottom lower. We'll take it just outstanding value here. Not even $699, not $599. I don't know where else you shop for gold jewelry like this, but usually that would be like literally a teeny tiny gold stud. A little basic gold ball, and that's it. Here it's big amethyst, 75 points a piece, and diamonds, all full cut round brilliant VS stones, and it's $499 a pair. So again, where do you beat that? Where do you touch that value? Nowhere else. And $499 at the right time of year, when we're all needing those really affordable ways to do gifting, but we don't want it to look like it was an affordable gift. We want to look like we broke the bank, but we don't always have the budget to do so. And this is where you get that big, impressive look, tiny price, amazing styling, and yep, it's all here for $499. So let me know, we got 60 seconds left with those as well. You're seeing the yellow gold, which we know from having many amethyst over the years, that is a very popular combination, but you're free to choose the white or the rose. And here we are, end of October. It might sound early, but when you think about the challenges that we're facing, and especially as the gold world is set to increase here even more so as the days wear on, it'd be a good time to pick up jewelry when it's practically free, like this is, and you've got that amazing value here. So $499, last call on the amethyst heart shapes, and again, best quality amethyst out there, and a full third of a carat in those diamonds. And speaking of hearts, thought it would only make sense if we go from one heart to another. This is a very, very important stone. That's a heart-shaped ruby in a nearly 1 carat size. So that will be coming up as well in a gorgeous, now it's a little dramatic for some. Not everyone's going to do the stiletto style pendant, but I am a big fan because I think it is just downright sexy. And I think with that spike design that this has, I'm going to start with it on the neckline, and then we'll move it on over for you to take a look at what this is all about size-wise and see that great stone. But here's what it looks like from a distance away, first of all. So really showing you, and I know this is quite dramatic. Again, this may not be for everybody, and that's okay. But that spike design is so beautiful. I know we see this in earrings a lot, and we love it. And then you've got this dramatic bar. This is all done in two-tone, by the way. You're going to see white and then yellow. We've got the yellow gold setting for the heart. And then we're going to take it up close for you, because why not continue with our heart-shaped theme here from the earrings, which you can still pick up. And then we got to go way back on this one, which is item number 112-3736. And that is a bright, gorgeous, glowing heart shape. And then look, all that, we got to zoom way back because that length is so dramatic. And you've got every single, first of all, think of it like a big, solid, heavy bar. And I'll show you, this is cool because you got bails all the way through it, so you can put your chain wherever you want. Use this, 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 or this. So essentially, it's like you have 6 different bails, so you can change up the look of where your chain is, and it would still balance beautifully. And there it is, with that heart shape glowing. Now, the diamonds are also going to be a graduated style, start larger, go smaller, or they could start smaller and go larger. It just depends on how you want to wear it. But I think we want to put the heart the right side up. That would probably be bad luck to put it reversed. So think about, this is probably, you're probably going to use one of these upper bails as your idea, but I would love the idea of putting a narrow chain right through where the heart is, and then you'd have that kind of top and bottom above your chain and below it as well. But one only stays in the 18 karat, yes, it's 18 karat white gold, and I thought there was yellow gold, but I'm sorry, there's no yellow gold. It's just all 18 karat white gold, straightforward. And then you've got that V-shaped prongage that's going to hold that heart shape elevated just above your diamonds. But look at all the mirror finishing. This is a solid 18 karat gold piece that then the diamonds are then shared prong set above it. So you see that almost like, think of it like a mirror behind it that's reflecting, and then that really textural style of seeing those graduated diamonds work their way down the length of the piece, which is 2 1/8 of an inch. So very impressive there. We'll take another look at it here on the hand so you can see that measurement. We'll verify that. And boy, 18 karat gold, that is a hefty piece. We love the weight of an 18 karat gold design. We will show you the length here. Come on in, it's super affordable. It's another one of those vault collector's pieces that's going on its way out. And this is your length. So there it is, 2 1/8 inches. Yeah, just a teeny bit over 2 inches in top to bottom length. And then of course, one more time on the neckline, if you missed it when we started the presentation, how that's going to look from a distance away. So now we get to make it really, really, really affordable. Come on in, love it in the white gold too, because that just works with the diamonds so well. After all, that's its backdrop for the diamonds. And then you've got that, you can really visually see from even this distance away, you can really see that perfect heart-shaped cutting, which is so tough to do in rubies. Rubies don't like to be cut in fancy ways. This one is, and it's no longer $4,999, going even lower. And then Alfredo, we've got your request coming up, which is really cool. Haven't shown this in literally years, so I'm excited about it. And it's my design, so even more excited about it. But this is going to be better than 4,000. We have one. Let's blow it out, shall we? It's going to be better than 4 or 3 or 2. I'm not even asking for $1,500. Remember, it is solid 18 karat gold. Yes. Amethyst earrings continue to be popular. Thank you so much. Take advantage. Just because we move on does not mean you can't shop them. We'll let you know when things sell out. But this piece, only the one. Let's make it better than 15, 14. I'll blow it out truly for $13.99. And then tell me something. Was Alfredo looking for a dog tag specifically or anything custom? Custom pendant. Well, I've got one that was made out of my own necessity years and years and years ago. We will bring it to you, and I'll tell you, there will be most of our shoppers who have never seen this before, because that's how long it's been since I've even presented this on TV. So 18 karat gold here, $13.99. Grab that. I know that's a really cool piece for the lovers of designer statement jewelry, but this is a moment here. 1114658, custom piece. Gotta love this. This is one that I'm very excited about. Many, many years ago, part of the thing about when you're a jewelry lover, like I am, and I think so many of us are, when you are a jewelry lover and you really love looking at everybody's jewelry and you love looking at designer jewelry and design houses, and I will tell you, as someone who's been in the business for a long time, one of the great, great joys over my last 9 years here at TVON is that I've been able to make things for you that have been things you've wanted, things that are a little outside the box of what our normal thing is, because we're all about the gems. And I found many, many years ago, there was something I'd seen it on a really well-known gal who was wearing this really cool stacked layered effect of different necklaces. And I loved one in particular that I couldn't find the exact right version of, because everything was generally costume out there. And it's basically, it's a pretty iconic style borrowed from the military roots of having the dog tag. And yet bringing it to that really ultra feminine, high quality style is what we did. And that's what I was struggling to find. I wanted one desperately. I wanted it to be personalized. My favorite thing in the world is my signet ring. It's personalized, of course. It's something that's available and that we've created for you by demand. But this is also something that is, well, it's been one of our best sellers, but it hasn't been here in many, many years. It is custom made for you. So you're going to choose a couple of things. You get your gold color choice. This is a dog tag done, though, elevated, because most of them you see out there are either costume, they're plated metals, and they're just metal. That's it. whether they're personalized or not. Well, I wanted personalization. I wanted something with a little edge to it. I wanted diamonds. We specialize in VS diamonds. So I went ahead and said, let's do this with a complete halo of diamonds. So really made it something that's very hard to find everywhere else in the marketplace. I've got 3 different gold colors to show you, which is good, but you're also going to choose your style as far as the letter you'd like to feature, and you don't have to. You can wear it plain. You can just have a mirror finish version, which is cool as well. But we are offering to do free personalization, free, so that you're not paying anything extra for the personalization. Now, my signet ring, you know, is done in script. This is done a little bit differently. I wanted to have something different for you. So we did this one personalized with Old English, which is a pretty well-known font that has a little bit more of an edge to it, and really felt like it worked beautifully with the dog tag style itself. So that's what we're going to show you now. So I'm so glad. Again, as far as personalized pendants, this is all we do. This is all we have. So this is going to be really where you go if you want something really special. And just, I've got the rose gold here in front of me just to give you an idea of what it looks like from a distance size-wise. And of course, if you like that sheen and that shine that we see off the signet ring that I wear every single day of my life, well, this gives you that look. I mean, you can see that, and layered up. Oh, I love wearing this longer. I know I have one. I've got one with 2 things. I've got one with my favorite initial that I wear a lot, and then I have one that's got the logo of my baseball team. So I've got a couple dog tags that I like to layer, but I like to wear it because it's so large. I like to wear it longer in length. Usually I wear it at a 20-inch, and then you can obviously stack and layer it with your DBTYs, etc. And the bail's big enough to work with your DBTYs as well. So I'm going to show you, I guess I'll show you the rose gold first here, because that's what I got out. These are all packaged here. Now, I don't have all 26 letters to show you in actual finished pieces here, and these are actually worn by our gals here. So that's the rose, and that's the letter S. And then what we can do is Tony can show you, this is how your letter that you choose, A through Z, will look. So this is that Old English font that we have for you, and then we'll show you here in just a minute with the very popular yellow gold. I'm just going to have to zoom back my camera a little bit too. Solid mirror finish gold. It's item number 14658. Now here is the yellow gold. So I'm going to have to angle these properly so you can see without the glare, because when they do that, they pick up a lot of glare, but you can see this is going to be an embossed finish to that. So it's not just engraved, it's got more of that deeper etching, so then it's mattified as well. You can see this is the letter P, and then we've got the yellow gold there for you, and that is mine. And then we have a letter L here in the white gold, which I'll show you as well. So again, consider you can do no letters. It doesn't have to have a letter. It doesn't need to be personalized, or you can choose your A through Z letter, which is going to be in that Old English. And you, again, don't have to, but it is free to get all that engraving. This is my first name, letter, initial L. So we've got our designer dog tag. It is our, or you could call it a signet pendant, but it really is the dog tag style. Good size bail, finished solid in the back. I'll show it to you on the hand as well so you can get an idea of the size, but it's all done in diamonds. The diamond weighs 27 points. I'm going to show you the yellow gold on the hand here as well, so you can see how it's going to look size-wise, and we'll get to that measurement, but you can see there, and again, this does the same thing the signet ring does, picks up a lot of glare here. There's a lot of mirror finish gold, that's for sure, but you can see how legible, how readable that font is when you see it from a distance. And then here it is on that length measurement. So it's going to be straight up and down. It's almost 1.5 inches, but I would say 1 3/8 there. So good size bail, meant to accommodate the DBTYs. If you'd like to get one, great gifting idea. I never do my own initial. I usually do initials of the ones I love. I don't usually do I don't think I have anything with the letter L, or sometimes I'll do a B, but very rarely do I do the letter L, because I really like, again, it's 27 points in the diamond weight. I really like to have initials of another person or a pet or whatever you like. I mean, it could be for the new brides that want to wear their new initial. Maybe they've just gotten married. Maybe this is someone you want to honor. It's a great way to honor somebody. Really, truly, this is why I wear it. I mean, I love my initial pieces, and we're going to do better than, okay, $39.99. That's a far stretch from where we had it when it debuted. So it's been a while. I think for a lot of you tonight, it is a debut, because maybe you haven't seen it so many years ago. Let's make it really important. Again, choose the white, the yellow, or the rose. I'm going to show you the yellow and the white and the rose. I'll show you some together here so you can see it's got a really nice size to it. And this way you'll be able to do some comparison if you're struggling to find which one you like the best. But honestly, you cannot go wrong. Look at that, the yellow, the white, and the rose here. And the P and the L and the S. So that's going to be, again, just some options, just some ideas here, but we're going to take them a lot lower than than $39, or remember, customization for free if you choose to get that Old English font initial embossed, and it can stand for anything. It could maybe be for your favorite school. Maybe you're going to do a couple and layer them up and have a stack of initials. You can do that too, but it's going to be better than $39, $29, even $19.99. I want to make this affordable when you're getting a lot of gold, and obviously the value on this piece is bigger than ever. We're going to take it on down. Thank you, Alfredo, for the request. Again, for anybody who would like one, yellow, white, rose, choose your gold color and then choose your initial if you do decide to get one. But here's the value, and boy, that is a substantial piece of jewelry. It will be it will not go unnoticed, promise you that. Let's take a look at them on the neckline here, and I might as well just continue to hold all three for you, keeping in mind that they may pick up a little glare here, but you can see just for a size reference how they're going to look together and how you see that amazing look in the, again, yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. But your array, your choices, it's truly literally custom made for you, and we're going to do better than even $1,500. So big value here. We'll go back to the hand and we'll take them even lower than that and make them just $14.99 for the incredible custom dog tag style that we have here for you. So really important, and that will, I love the idea. I mean, usually dog tags are worn layered up together. There will be either two on one chain or sometimes layered and stacked, and to really show them off, I would say maybe wear one shorter and one longer. So we have, again, white, yellow, rose, you choose, and then the diamonds will be all the way around the border. Think of it like an emerald cut shape. If you're familiar with gemstones, that's really an emerald cut shape, my favorite shape. That's also why I chose that. There can be plain rectangular designs, but this is what I like. I love that in gems. So we saw that emerald cut design with that notched corner there, all done in diamonds around it, almost a third of a carat on those fine diamonds. And thank you so much. I'm so glad. So our requester's got one. I'd love to know what she's choosing, but that is our only pendant style in the entire inventory that can be personalized and for free. So with that, it's our top of the hour. Glad you're with us tonight. Happy Thursday to you. Glad you're here with us. I'm so honored to be shopping with you guys. So let me just welcome everybody to the show. And again, if you'd like to go ahead and pick up your dog tag, please do so. I know that's sometimes one you want to think about a little bit longer if you're thinking about what an initial to do or what gold color to do, but I'd always recommend getting the gold color you know they wear the most of, and then of course, that's going to probably, I think, be an obvious choice on which one you want to do as far as the letter that you choose to have us engrave for free in that Old English font. So it really just goes crazy. This is coming up in an hour. We're going to bring you that fabulous diamond necklace that we love. This is our diamond solitaire in our round that everybody loves. We're going to show that one last time at this old price. And I want to welcome you to our show. This is our 6 o'clock hour here on the West Coast. I'm your host here at TVON, Lauren Blair, and we've got 2 hours left on our Thursday night. We're actually going to start, I want to start this hour with something that's new and fresh. We got some new opals for you that are 3 different crystal opals, but they all have this really bright punch. I'm not as big a fan of bringing you opals that have that translucency or no color at all, so I love these new stones. When I saw these together, I thought we need to show these all at once. So here's what we have in the first option in this month's birthstone. October is, of course, about opals and tourmalines. So I've got 3 brand new ones, and look how striking they are. They could not be prettier. And this one, wow, look at that. I mean, you can never tell all the beauty of an opal by seeing it on TV. Opals get a little shy around these bright lights and these big cameras and these, you know, it's the light. It's really about the light here. But look at this. These are some of the strongest crystal opals. We got a little wheel going for you so that you can pick which one works best for you. They're all 3 brand new. Continue to call in the dog tags for $14.99. That's an amazing, amazing value, and I hope you get one that means a lot. And I love pieces that, you know, significant pieces I love in pendants because we wear them close to the heart as well. So that's something to think about as you're gifting to somebody you care about as well, or you just want to honor somebody you care about with that piece, or just want to get your favorite initial to honor yourself. It's totally up to you, but here we are with our new Crystal Opal Trio. And again, a fabulous look here. And don't forget, we got top of the hour. This hour, next hour, we've got great things to show you like yellow diamond earrings and big turquoise in the meantime. But great news here with all 3 on the same wheel. The good news is they're all getting a blowout price, even though they're brand new. And we're going to talk about what these carat weights are because they're all 5 carat plusers. Love that. And this one's in the big heavy mounting. with that dome. So, whoa, look at that. Are we seeing bright greens reflected? And all of a sudden I saw bright neon greens in the band. There's our wide dome style with the dots of diamonds, if you will, and they're all burnished in. Then we go over here, look at those big diamonds. We go more solitaire 3-stone look here, showing off the pinky red base color of this opal. Those are fancy cuts. They're not quite trillions. They'll probably look like a trillion, but a trillion meets a half moon. Think of a half moon if it had a little extra point to the outside. And then here's the other big one with baguettes and rounds. Lots going on there as far as big, beautiful diamond weight. Now, these are the big crystal opals. This is such a nice debut. It just would have made, I mean, anyone else probably would have said, let's just do one a day. Let's show one a day. And then the problem with that is not everyone's getting their perfect piece. It's easier to say, no, opals are pretty similar in this category where they're all kind of giving similar types of looks. So might as well show you all three. That way you're finding, well, the stone shape is the same oval, but you're finding the mounting you like the best with the colors you like the best. Now let's walk you through carat weights because my 509 is over here. Again, they're all over 5 carats, but that's the 509. 509 is going to come complete with 99 points in diamonds. Wowza. So we got some very big individual stones because look, there are only going to be 5 stones on each side, 10 total. So 99 points, that means they're on average 10 points apiece. Then we go to the 5 carat 22, that's in the middle. That's in that more dome style. It's a 522 opal with the 53 points in the diamonds. They're all burnished into the sides. If you want to go biggest gold weight, you go there. And then we have the 551. So we're working our way up left to right. They actually ascend in size. This would be the 5 carat 51. Oval with the fancy cut diamonds to only 29 points, so almost 15 pointers a piece on those bigger fancy cut diamonds. Question is, which one do you love? Crystal opals can mean a lot of different things. For those of you that say, oh, aren't those a little more affordable than some versions? Well, there's black opal out of Australia. There are pink opals we see every now and then that are out of usually Peru. There are some different opals out of different locales, but this is one that usually when you say crystal opal, it's going to have barely any color. It would usually have like little to no color at all. And it just means those are usually the stones that have a little bit of like they look kind of clear or milky white. And then you're wondering, where did the colors go? And so everybody thinks, I have to go to an Australian lightning ridge stone in order to get all the bright colors that I want to see out of an opal. No, you do not. Really fine crystal opals, kind of like we're seeing right here, that is showing all the neon colors. And that's the thing, they're not primary colors anymore. They're giving you neon elements all throughout here. Take a look at all three. Let me know which one you like. The value is incredible since they are brand new, but they're all going straight to a trio, which is our blowout trio. So you get a better value than you could ever imagine. Again, only 3 available. They're all one of a kinds, of course. No 2 opals are ever exactly alike. This one's got the big diamond weight over here, that big one. And then look at those colors. I know that when it sits in one angle, you don't see as much until you move it around. That's where you see tons of red and green. We're seeing a little bit more like the purples and the yellows going through these, the center and the right side. They're no longer going to be $59.99. Today, as a debut, that's where they're supposed to be. But I know you and you know me, and we all have a high expectation for value. I know at $59.99, if I had, like, if you could take the audience of another place, a store, a boutique, another TV network, and you could put their audience right here, do you know how they'd be gone so quickly at $59.99? But that is where, again, we do something very different here to bring you a better value, a crazy good value, and no, there's no way to buy this mounting in the solid gold because they are all, I know we see a lot of white metals now and we think, oh, it must be platinum. Because platinum is way, way, way more affordable than gold is. These are not platinum. They're 14 karat white gold. So they are going to that really high-end way to get a white metal right now as we take another look and see what they look like together. Pick your favorite. Don't worry about $59.99. They will be nowhere near that price tag. I can promise you that. They are nowhere near that price. But you've got to have the faith and give me a call so you can also get in on your favorite before somebody else does. All white gold, all 5 carats plus. What does that also mean? They're going to look like 10 carats or more. And they're also not even 5. Come on in, everybody. This is the moment. Let me try one on for a little bit of a featured look of how big they're going to be on the hand, because that is never going to be a 5-carat look. If it were any other stone, it'd be 10 or more. And this one, by the way, despite all that gold, it's still going to have that finished undergallery. So that one's going to be very comfortable to wear, even if you're somebody who says, I don't know about big gold. I like big gold. I like the idea of it. But is it going to be comfortable? The answer here is absolutely yes, because look at that great finishing. We'll show it to you up close. That is not going to be 5 or 4 or 3. Come on in. The shopping is not fine. It's really, really, really darn special, and really extra values on everything we're doing to make sure that you get all the pieces you love. You can do that holiday shopping if you're in the mood. You can just treat yourself because you deserve it, and it's not going to be $3,000 or $2,000. This is our blowout there, $19.99, and they're all one onlys, and they're all brand new. So when you talk about this month's birthstone, we wanted to really bring you a little wrap up to the month. After all, a week from tomorrow will be the last day of the month, also known as Halloween. So we will be in last call on what? All the tourmalines and all those opals that we're bringing out specially for this month to show off this incredible birthstone, but that doesn't matter one bit. If you're not born in October, let's say you're born in any of the other 11 months of the year, you can still love and appreciate a really good opal. But that's the hard part, is finding a really good opal. They're usually just colorless, or they're transparent. You see no color whatsoever. This is that almost golden body color, and then all those colors bouncing from within. On top of that, gorgeous golden color as well. So it gives you a little extra beyond what the normal opals do. So $19.99, congrats. If you get any one of those three, we got to move right along. We got a big blowout on a conch pearl, by the way. One of the world's rarest stones is here. This is the conch pearl. That is one of the pinky reds. That is about as dark. Now, I've seen a lot of them. I've had probably more conch pearls than anybody on the planet, and I've seen a lot of them being the light pinks, and they're pretty. This is the rarest of the colors to get that hot pinky red. I also have, if you want to go bigger on a pearl, I've got a golden pearl. Look at this. Golden pearl designer mounting. That's got a vault mark down as well. Tanzanite drop earrings are here. A pink diaspore, which is, I think we got 20 stones overall when they came out of the ground. They had 30 days of active mining, and then it was shut down. So we brought every stone we could, and they haven't been here in a while, but we're going to bring one of those out tonight as well. So last call on the opals, $1,999. All right, coming up, we're going to get into that golden pearl. This is the golden pearl that is going to so fly. This is, again, one of those deep from the vault collections. It's my vault blowout. I'm doing a vault sale here tonight, 8712, taking out pieces that rarely get shown on the air because of their price tag, this one being $14,999. Going to drop it in price. Considering that it is 18 karat gold, I can give you a nice little hint here, because sometimes I want to give a hint to make sure that this is easy to understand what exactly is going on here. This is 18 karat solid gold, and if you were to take everything out, that means the golden pearl itself, the diamonds that go all the way around it, and this really cool, it's like a deconstructed floral pattern. If you were to take all of that out and just look at what you have and just in your 18 karat solid, my price tag is going to be less than what you would pay for that 18 karat gold. Promise you. Promise you. So this is where, again, you want to dial in early. Let's take a look at it. 14 millimeters on the pearl. It's a big one. It's 8712. It's a 14 millimeter. 18 karat yellow is where it stays. Diamonds at 54 points. All pave with a little bit of millgrain on the sides of every one of those outer petals, which looks so incredible. And now we got to really, oh, this way. By the way, one more thing about this. Let's show it from this basket work, because that is what's creating this floral design, is part of the basket work where your pearl is well protected. It doesn't sit up too high beyond the ring itself, because it's got that beautiful floral. I love the side profile of it just as much as I love seeing it from the front. And the overlap, I mean, this would look so much more basic if every petal just met at the sides. Instead, do you see how they overlap and underlap? So it's really pretty the way that's done. Really looks like how it's mimicking how real floral blooms in nature. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Come on in, don't be shy. This is the designer pearl of a lifetime here. It should be $14,999. What if I take $10,000 off and make it $49.99? Do we have some interest? Do we have some thought about, maybe I do want the big, gorgeous golden pearl that, by the way, is not dyed or enhanced or treated. That is natural. That is out of the mollusk, the golden-lipped oyster, as a matter of fact. That is out of that mollusk, that color, that nacre, that perfect surface where there's not a dent or a dimple, not a little crater or crevice, every single bit. Look at that perfectly round pearl and the sheen. That's called a luster. It's perfect. And there's no interest yet. at 4,000, 3,000, you know, I get it. We all want a big old value. We need to make it kind of obvious here. We need to make sure that you see these kind of values are second to none. And again, this ability to have 18 karat gold at the rate we've been showing you tonight is also something to be very proud of. Instead of 39 or 29 or even 1,000, you know what, guys? I just got to make it easy here for you. Let's do $19.99 to send it out the door right now. Just send it out, $19.99 and done. Yellow gold is how it stays. Beautiful idea here, and that will be $19.99. That's the one and only in that golden pearl style. That is one for the ages right there. It's a 14 millimeter stone. That's the thing. It's an organic gem. We know that, so it's not something that we can just go ahead and, you know, make, or they do make these, you know, different cultured pearls, but then you got to dye the pearls, and it just gets, once you start dyeing pearls, to me, I don't care if the pearl was actually derived from nature to begin with. It's like, well, but the color's not natural. So I'm not really interested in offering those. This is that golden, gorgeous, natural pearl. So very, very exciting to have. That is one for the ages there at $19.99. Grab it if you love it. So designer. And that beautiful floral, not overdone. It's just really elite high end for $19.99. Okay, so we move on. We've got also kunzite that's new. I do want to show you though, this is our big, big, big turquoise, and I'm so excited because this is the one that I know a lot of you gave me some feedback the other day, I think it was. It was one of our weekend days. We had our big 9 carat in the turquoise, and it was a huge round, and it got its home, and it was all great. This one though is a little bit more wearable. A lot of you reached out to me and said, okay, Lolo, I need a little bit of help. I don't need that size. I appreciate that you brought out the largest one that you had ever. I like the look. I love the color. I love the fact it's true through and through Sleeping Beauty, but do you have anything that's still big but not that oversized? So I've been working on it since, and this is what we came up with. 9519, which is new right now. It's our 6 carat 34. And then I'll see if I can polish up whatever's going on the sides there. But that is a very important turquoise. Now, I said this with the 10 carat the other day, or 9 carat the other day. It looks like, when you see it at this angle, it looks like there's a line on it, right? Do you see it off the right side? That is just a reflection of the prong. So the surface of the stone, which is an opaque stone, and yet it's all highly polished. Still polished. You still polish these stones. And there's a reflective quality about it, and I'm just getting a little polish on the band there, but look at how beautiful this is. So not oversized, of course, get your true size, so it sits where it should on the hand. Otherwise, it's going to do what it's doing. It's going to want to like fall down. But look at how beautiful that is. So it's just perfectly balanced on the finger. 634 is a great big size. It is now our largest here. And then the diamonds. Well, this is a very important diamond weight. 16, now I had this yesterday and there was 2 different weights here. So I'm not sure why we're only doing 1 on this one. But there's 16 points listed. I think you're getting more, because yesterday it was broken down princess cut versus round. So I think you got a few extra diamonds coming your way. Let me see if I can still got to work that band a little bit on the sides. All we can do right now is just go ahead and probably auction it, just because I'm looking at a price tag here that puts it outside the realm of any Thursday possibility. So it just gets worse. I moved whatever's on the band to the stone, so let me just keep polishing here. Sorry to leave you with nothing, but this is all I got here, so I want to show you. And hopefully, no, not better yet. All right. So maybe we skip it. I'll have our jewelers work on it. I don't know. Or let's see if I can just get it done for you here. But that is a really important turquoise, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's in the stone. All right, so we'll skip that. And we'll show you something else. I got a diamond in a bridge. This is a white diamond in a bridge mounting. Don't see that every day. Diamonds. Look at that. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a light yellow, rather. That's our light yellow. Okay, so we've got a light yellow. Thought it was a white diamond. All right, we got a white diamond here, but it's not. It's a white diamond bridge, but it's our light yellow stone. We also have a big tanzanite we'll see, and a diaspor's coming up. And then we do have our tanzanite. This is the tanzanite ring that you're going to see. Off the charts good. You know Museum Reserves as being the best of the best, quite literally. Tonight we're going to see that 5 carat 30 emerald cut. And of course, 45 minutes away from seeing that top of the hour, which is our diamond necklace. The diamond necklace, which is the solitaire, is incredible. We will have that coming up, but for now, we're going to wait on that, because a lot of you have already asked about when is the tanzanite pendant coming out to play. And that's what we don't see as often. And I know so many of you already have a ring, so we don't necessarily need a ring. We need a pendant to go with all the rings that we have. So here's the solution. 9182 is your item number here. This is fabulous, isn't it? It's a cushion cut square. We do two things on this bail. The bail is the design is the bail. So if you look at it from the profile, watch this, it's like a figure 8 ribbon that goes on levels here. Feels like a bridge in itself with this lower backdrop, which is going to sit comfortably against the neckline. And then everything loops up and over. And then look at all the curves leading into the basket. You see all that coming up? And how about that stone color? Seeing it from the side, we always say you got to see these in the right light to appreciate their saturation, but you're seeing it here from the side. And I like the way this is looking from the profile, where you get to appreciate so much of the gem, its beauty from the pavilion, the culet, the crown faceting, and of course, you always are going to see the table when you look at it directly face up. And let me show it one more time, and then we'll try it on. It's going to be our white, yellow, rose gold. So yes, you do have the option here to go ahead and choose your gold color. So great news on that. We've got our 2 carat 06. I love the fact it's over 2 carats in size. That makes it lovely. Plus the diamond weight, 4 points. Okay, looks like more, but I'll go with it. Again, same thing that was happening with our turquoise. If you're getting extra diamonds, great. Maybe that's the trick. Pretend it doesn't have a lot of diamond weight and then give them away for free. That's always nice, because if you don't have a diamond weight described, you're not paying for them. So if you're getting a lighter diamond weight that you're paying for and you're just ending up with more, that's wonderful too. Who doesn't love that idea? I don't know about you, but I'm struggling to find free diamonds anywhere. And I work with some of the best diamond wholesalers in the world. And, you know, when you give them as much business as I do, you'd think might get a little free deal on a diamond here and there. It doesn't happen. Diamonds are just too valuable, especially when you are insistent upon working with great quality as we are. So take a look at these, and this one rather, and then what we're going to do is bring you a great big value. So I've got this $49.99 piece. I don't know if that's going to work tonight, so here's what I'm going to do. Let's show it on the hand, give you that length measurement, which should be right at an inch. I just like that it looks like this S curve at first. When you see it more from a distance, you just see the diamonds really. And that backdrop is to set it up level on the neckline, but you really see it's about that diamond curvature there. 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. So I'm just going to double check here, but it looked like, yeah, just to be exact, 7/8 on this one, top to bottom. I'll try it on for you as well. This is a really, I think, a wearable style. I don't think this is one that says, okay, are you putting on the sequin cocktail gown today? Are you putting on the strapless gown? Are you wearing the 5-inch heels? Are you getting the really special handbag out? I don't think this is requiring all that. It's got all that quality. It's got the great stone. It's got the great blue wing block D, but it doesn't need that really dressy occasion or that really dressy outfit. It just has that beautiful drape, nothing too dramatic, less than an inch, but just barely. Great wearable style. We'll take it back up close, and we're going to get you a value. I promise you, I can't do anything if it's not a value. I can't rightfully, with good conscience, bring you anything in jewelry if it's not an amazing value. It's just, I mean, call it 25 years of just, you know, again, 25 years of doing just that. It's hard to break from habit or tradition or whatever you know, again, however you want to look at it. It's really about just keeping those values going, bringing you the ultimate high level. And you know what? Let's put it on the auction block. Let's do something absolutely wild. I want to hear from you. It's a 2 carat stone. I had a 2 carat yesterday. My 2 carat yesterday was still over $4 grand. Much like this one should be. I got to make you some of those prices of old so that we can really complete those collection sets, especially at this critical time of year when we know we're going to be bringing out the really good jewelry and wearing all those finer pieces and getting excited about dressing up for special occasions and photographs and seeing people that we may not get to see. I get to see family about once a year. That's it. So, you know, I look forward to that. And you want to always, you know, put your best foot forward and see family and friends and things like that. This is when you need that great tanzanite. I know you love your rings, so now we've got something to go with it, and yet not going to be for, I'm going to auction it. I want to see who's out there. I want to test the waters a little bit of our Thursday night. There's only one ring later, there's only one pair of earrings later, and this is the pendant. And so I get literally hundreds of emails a day from TVON shoppers. Hundreds of you reach out a day. And that's on a slow day. Sometimes it's more, but again, you know, everyone's busier sometimes a year. I will tell you the request I get for tanzanite pendants, it is like every other email. It feels like about 50% of the correspondence I get. It's for tanzanite pendants, more tanzanite pendants, and we just don't have that many stones to work with. So that's why I would love to bring you like 10 options every day, but we can't do that because we have so few stones left to even make jewelry out of. Remember, I'm not going to go out there and get you block C material that has no color. We have all gotten so used to this great quality, and you know what? Instead of $4,999, make it better. let's start an auction. Let's do something absolutely wild. Not starting at 4 or 3, not starting at 2. I really should start higher than that. I know we should. We got a major stone here at the 2-carat-06, also the fancy cut. Quite a bit of gold going into this with that layered effect here. And not going to be $2,000 to start. I will offer a $10 increment, so that makes it easy. Come on in and play, because that's what this is about. And instead of $2,000, because I'm still looking, look at those red flashes. Again, I know that it's really tough to gauge a blue wing block D under these lights, because it just is so saturated with bright light. At home, you will not believe the quality you're getting, the color saturation. It's the same thing we hear every single time, especially those first timers that shop at Tanzanite get it at home and say, oh, it's better than it was on TV. I love it. I never want to be without Blue Wing Block D, and the reality is we got a short window to get them. Let's make it better than 19, 18, 17, 16. I don't know. We want to get the phone lines rocking. Let's go. $1,500 to start on the big 206. And that really important gold weight, a round dip behind it, really encapsulating a beautiful stone set at an angle. That's that square. We could have easily just done that more squared off. It would look so basic compared to what you're getting here with that rotation. It's a subtle rotation of the square that makes it look so much more interesting, especially as the finishing piece, the finishing moment of this elongated style. It's one thing if you're putting it on a short little bail and that's it. But when you've got that elongation of the gold leading into that stone, that's what we want to see. And no open at 15, we'll move along. Let me give it a quick little extra polish here. 15 we do not have. Not yet. Any gold you want, that's another big benefit, like the yellow gold and the rose gold, so you're really customizing it to whatever it is you need. So matching up with that fabulous, whatever your ring is, whatever your ring, your earrings, where do you start your collection? Usually, I speak from experience, usually our folks here starting their collections with the rings. That's pretty typical, and then branching out and building upon it. I'll tell you what, we've got some people verifying, it looks like. Let's do this instead. I'm doing everything I can here to make jewelry as close to free as possible. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you find something you love. If it's Tanzanite that you're looking for the neckline or gifting, this is the way to do it. It's not going to be even $1,500 to start. Really want to make this interesting here. Let's go even lower. How about $1,400? I'm already below cost. The idea is, and this is what I want to get going, it's always the dream is to get a lot of people going back and forth on the auction. So it really becomes, a bit of a contest. That may or may not happen tonight, so who knows? I'm at your mercy, and I never have any way to know, is it going to be a busy night of auctions? Is it going to be a quiet night of auctions? It's the dice I got to roll. If I knew how many people were watching right now, I would know if this was a smart idea or not. Given the fact that we have no open at 2 or 15 or now 14, probably not going to be the busiest night for auction participation, which is actually really helpful to you, because it means you could score the deal at an under cost price tag, which it looks like we might be verifying. I'll tell you what, we have nobody verifying. Nope. So here's what I will do instead. If you would like, this is very exciting. If you'd like to get this started, this is as low as I'm already, that ship has sailed. We passed the lowest point a long time ago. I'm going to start this one at $1,300 to start. 1,300 bucks. And I'm going to need your help here. And we're going to need a whole lot of TVON shoppers calling and participating on this one. Take a look at it. $1,300, 60 seconds to get it going. And I think I feel safe saying you don't have a lot of competition tonight. And maybe everyone's waiting for that big diamond necklace at the top of the hour. Very possible. But when there's diamonds and gold and a 206 Blue Wing Block D like that, it's the value. It's the value. So here we go. And no open yet, 39 seconds to go. Come on in. Well, it's a big Thursday night. We're 90 minutes in, and we are halfway through the show, and no open on this one. At 13, all right, we're going to move along. We got Tanzanite earrings. The ring is Leda, none of which, my earrings are like 20 grand, and my ring is like 10. But again, 1,300 for the pendant. It's 10 more seconds left to go. And Alexandrite is here, conch pearl is here. Let me know if you have any requests as well. We're happy to bring it out for you. Oh boy, this makes me nervous for the yellow diamond earrings, although I'm very proud of these very impressive yellow diamond earrings. These are coming up. Look at those yellow diamonds. And watch, this is one of the yellow diamonds. Here's the other. Matched set. That looks like one of our bigger, that looks like a $5,000 ring if it was on a band, times 2. Yellow diamond earring lovers, stay with us for those. Yellow diamond earrings that are brand new tonight. Tonight's the night. We get to bring those out. All right, so we have our light yellow diamond here as well. I love a light yellow because they're canary yellows. If you're out in the trade, if you're out in the world of jewelry, it's called a canary yellow, and that's what we have here for you. So we have a canary yellow in, which I think are so striking because, it's not too dull where it's like, okay, it's not a good, it's just, this is the big issue with yellows is that there's so many different colors, and I love seeing the light yellows like this because that's what a lot of you ask me for, because some of the stones we bring, well, they're the really bright neons. This is in a full bridge of white diamonds. See the difference? 112-9077. No open on the tanzanite. All right, we'll move right along and get you that white diamond ring in the band style with, this is the bridge that we love so much because it's that slightly smaller than the 1 carat. It's 82 points in diamonds. In solid gold, white, yellow, rose, you get to choose. This is 9077. That's a 38-point yellow diamond. And so it's basically a natural light, what we normally, again, sometimes the trade says canary, you probably heard that term. You can have white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. So anything you want there. If you would want to show off a little more of the yellow, maybe you go with the yellow gold. I know how many of you love yellow gold. If you want to see the white diamonds, because there's 82 points in white diamond weight around it. So if you want to keep it there and keep showing off the white diamonds that run all the way through the gold, then maybe you want to leave it like you see it here. But a total weight here of a carat 20 in a bridge, this just feels like extra fine to me. Because when we see jewelry, and I spend a lot of time, so people ask me well, what do you do all day? And now we start early now, we start at 5 o'clock. So, it's an early start. The workday begins at noon as far as TVON is concerned. But, so I've kind of had to shift my schedule and work a little bit more early mornings as far as, what I do in the jewelry trade outside of just the show. But it's interesting when you see what's happening in retailers, and obviously there's very little in the world today that's actually available in natural stones. White diamonds, yellow diamonds, green diamonds, brown diamonds, you name it. Most everything, the whole industry is shifting towards lab grown. So first of all, to see a carat 20 in natural diamonds that are all VS, including the lighter yellow that's in the middle, that's also. And I just think when we see all these yellow diamonds, and we've been in the wholesale trade, and I know we've got a big show coming up, and we're already getting ready for the Tucson show, because that's the first show of the year domestically. So in February, it's early February, so it comes right up on you after the holidays. And everyone's getting ready for it, and they're big to-dos with the Tucson show. Well, we're expecting to see 1 carat yellow diamonds go for now over $30,000 when February arrives. They were already in September at the last big trade show, which was in Hong Kong, they were already $22,000. So how do we avoid when, everyone's saying, well, just go lab grown? Hold that thought. Maybe not quite yet. Maybe you take a look at what we're doing here in our last call on yellows when I don't have any new acquisitions coming in because of those prices in wholesale. And we've got one here that's going to get you under a 1/2 carat. But really, I've had this mounting 3,000 times probably on this show. This is usually a mounting that holds a 75.2 A1 carat. So why is this 38 pointer fitting in this mounting? It's this simple. What do I always tell you about the ovals? I tell you every day, the ovals look bigger. They do. And in diamonds, that may not be as important in an amethyst when they're $5 or $6 a carat. But when it's diamonds, especially into the exotic colors of diamonds, that becomes super important. And that's what you have here. So if it looks bigger by double, that's important. Come on over and take a look at it. It's our beautiful oval. That's the brilliant oval we love. Then it's set with that 82-point diamond weight in the bridge around it. Great design. There are your 2 rows. This is a lot of gold. This is actually a mounting that I can tell you right now costs over $4,200 just to make it. That's today. This is something different for those of you. I wouldn't say it goes with the yellows we have in the earrings later. That's going to be more true to what we see normally. This is that lighter yellow because you've been asking for it. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh, I love this ring. Talk about diamonds side to side. Every which way you look, it's diamonds. 4 rows here, 1 halo around it, our first light yellow. And you know what I'm going to do? It's better than, this is so wild. Better than I've got it for $49.99. Do you know what a value that is? We're asking you right now for like $700 for the center stone. That should never happen. Instead, I'm going to try this again. We're going to do something wild here. We're going to try to give it away. We're going to make sure you get on the phone lines here as quickly as you can. Why not? Let's make sure this is simple and easy here. And all I got to do is ask for a lot of people to get on the phone lines. Because there's something I tell you nowadays, when gold hit $4,000 an ounce, those bands that used to cost just like a simple solitaire band that used to be $15 are now $2,000. This band's far more. Then you load that up. I'm not talking about with the diamonds. That's just the gold. Then you load it up with diamonds, almost a carat there. That's why it's over $4,200 for this mounting by itself before you set the yellow diamond. All of that's extra, extra, extra. What about the labor? The people that, get paid because they're experts in their business putting jewelry together. They're the best at it in the world. All of that, we're going to try and auction again. I'm going to do it again, and I expect fully to get a lot of people on the phone lines here, because when it comes to great value, if it comes to a jewelry store owner that's looking to put great jewelry into their stores for the holiday season, that they want to just go ahead and have easy breezy, pop it in that store display case, and you're done. You just instantly profit, and you can say, I've got a yellow diamond. Not a lot of people do, especially ones that are natural. And it's not going to be $4,000 or $3,000 or $2,000 to start, because when I am now more than 50% off, more than 50% off the mounting by itself, as we make it, and we are the factory, we are the manufacturer, we do it in-house right here on site. Nobody else in the world of jewelry does that. There are like 3 or 4 jewelry factories worldwide that make about 95% of everything you shop for everywhere. We are different, and we didn't want to go that route, because then you have no control over quality, you have no control over pricing. This is how we make it happen and make values happen. And you know what? It's not going to be $2,000 either. We need callers and we need shoppers, and when we give away diamond jewelry, that is what is so exciting about this. Whether this is that new diamond upgrade, maybe it's that new replacement for that wedding band you've been wanting to upgrade, maybe for a big anniversary. Here's how you do it with a specialty stone, and it's not going to be $2,000 to start. Come on in, guys. This is not a time to wait. It's not going to be $2,000 or $19,000 or $18,000. Come on in. What can we do to make a carat 20 in diamonds more affordable than ever before? That's what we're doing. More affordable. That's what you need. That's what you come to us for. This is why we exist. And it's not going to be $1,800. Oh my goodness. We got work to do, guys. We got some serious work ahead of us. And this is what it takes. Come on in. We're going to go not even $1,800. I'll go $1,700 to start on a major carat 20. Tons of gold. It's built like 4 rings. You would have to buy 4 rings ordinarily to get this amount of gold weight overall that you have in this bridge. You would have to get all those different rings. I don't know where you're shopping, but to buy 4 gold rings right now would be about, let's see, 8,000 times 4. That'd be 32 grand. That's why this is built so well, and why people who really want quality and feeling of quality and looks of quality and all that, this is why they go to the bridge. This is why it's such a favorite here with us, is because folks love the bridge for the way it feels on. It's not just about the way it looks, but the way it feels, the way it sits on the hand, the way it's propping up that stone, putting it on that beautiful pedestal with diamonds running underneath it. It's diamonds as far as the eye can see. Let's go. $1,700, $10 increments only. I know that top of the hour is coming up. We got about 24 minutes to go till our top of the hour diamond necklace gets here, which will be, I know we're all waiting for it because it's last call on the diamond solitaire necklace that I shopped it today. I found the closest option in retail, and guess what? It was over $5,000, and we're going to bring it to you better. And we're going to bring you the better quality, and we're going to bring you the better price, and we're going to get you the opportunity to get as many as you need. That diamond necklace that's on display on set is what's coming up at the top of the hour. But okay, no 17? All right, let's keep on moving. We got a lot to do here. We've got a beautiful yellow diamond earring coming up. That'll be the bright yellows that we usually see. We've got the conch pearl discount. It's 8073. That red of that stone, that's very tough to do. It's not just pink anymore. It's not a shell pink or white. It's pinky red. And that is so rare in the conch pearls. $1,700? Nada. Okay. Well, it's time to get to that tanzanite emerald cut soon. We're going to have that diamond necklace coming up at the top of the hour. We only got about 23 minutes to go. The yellow diamond earrings are too much money for today. I can't show these. I'm going to have to wait till Sunday to put these up. Those yellow diamond earrings are like, well, $12,999. Yeah. Okay, who's got the open? Don. D-O-N or D-A-W-N? D-O-N. Thank you. I always want to ask because I always guess wrong. So we have Don on the lines. Don, what's happening? So glad you're with us and so glad you chose to get this started. And you know what? You're in a really good spot because we have no challengers, no competition for you at this point. And it's only a $10 teeny tiny little itty bitty increment. So for anybody else who's now going, well, I lost the moment. I lost the opportunity. Not getting the diamond after all. There is still a chance. And all you have to do is dial in the next 2 minutes time. That's it. 2 minutes to go. We always give it a final 2-minute call so you know it's about to wrap up so you don't miss out on it because it's a $10 increment. And there is one lone bidder. I got to tell you, that's remarkable on a night like tonight when we're showing you this kind of jewelry, where it is, again, I can only tell you what I can tell you, which is the truth. We have our factory about 30 feet behind that camera. And that mounting costs over $4,200 to make. It's $4,218 to be exact. So even at that $49.99 price, you would have only been spending about $750 for the center diamond, which for a 38 pointer is pretty remarkable. And then you've got all the effort that goes into making it. This is one of the most complex styles to make. And when I talk about the 4218, that is the material cost for the mounting. That's the gold and the diamonds. That is not the labor. Labor is a separate entity. There are three things that really are intrinsics that go into jewelry. It would be the gemstone, it would be the diamond weight, it would be the metal weight, but it's really about the intangible. That's also the labor, which I wish was free, but it's not, because time is the most valuable of all. To be honest, the labor should be more money than a lot of these precious materials should be because it is so valuable these days, especially when you've got so many things going automated and jewelry's taking place mostly overseas and all of that. It's nice to have artisans who work directly and closely and are like family members here that really do put a lot of pride and a lot of real true love into making these pieces for you to make sure they're perfected. And that's what this is. Every little detail. And this is one of the toughest to do in that bridge mounting. 1,700 we have, just so you know, we have the open, so it will sell in the next 2 minutes. We are offering 2 minutes to get you in as well so that you don't have to sit back and wonder, what if? You got a carat 20 total in diamonds. Let me just put it this way. If that was a carat 20 in little individual white diamonds that were SI stones somewhere out in this world in sterling silver right now, it'd be far more than $1,700. You know that, I know that. We all are aware of what's happening in the jewelry world. And so beautiful thing to bring you values like this that are so unbelievably good. And this is really on you guys. It's your auction. It's yours to own. It's yours to get. So 17, you see the clock ticking down. It is our last call on this one. $1,700, $10 separating you and the ring. And that is why you want to dial very quickly with this final minute and a half left. Come on in, $1,700, white gold, yellow gold, rose gold. Also a reminder of all the freebies. We spend thousands of dollars on every piece you pick up, whether you pick up a $499 piece, a $1,700 piece, or a $5,000 piece that is $1,700 via the auction, is that we put in hundreds and hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands, for free. That means the sizing that we take care of, the shipping that we take care of, the gold color change that's also yours to choose. That's all free to you. It's not free in life, it's free to you. We pay for it so you don't have to. And all those extras, yes, happen on an auction even when there's an outstanding discounted value like you're seeing right here. So $1,700 going once. We are in final call. We have 50 seconds remaining. Last chance to get anybody in on the light yellow. Don't forget there's a big green Paraíba as well as a huge Savorite. And we took our top 3 greens. Top 4 rather, and we're going to have this on a wheel coming up. So the big greens are coming out to play, the rarest of the greens that is meant to save you a lot of green. That's coming up on a wheel next. We'll do that for you. Yellow diamonds are still coming up. We've got that big top of the hour, 28 seconds left to go. Last chance, last call on this one. And Dawn, it's looking good. 20 seconds remaining to get anybody else in, otherwise going to Dawn. And that is quite a stone there, isn't it? What a great looking gem. I mean, you got the diamonds everywhere. Diamonds from left to right, can't deny that. We've got the big value on the major greens coming up for you as well. We'll have zircon, tsavorite, Paraíba, and mint tourmaline, all on the way on a wheel. Still to come. All right, that is once, twice, three times. That is sold. Congratulations. And now we break out the big ones. We got the green. Oh my goodness, that green zircon is an emerald cut. We have a tsavorite. Notice how these stones look similar, totally different gems. We got a garnet in the middle, and we've got that emerald cut zircon on the right. This is the way to go if you want more blue-green. Softer side of greens there with that blue-green minty tone. That is our gorgeous mint tourmaline. So we have really fabulous 4 different stones here. This is a tourmaline as well. That is Paraíba. You can see more of the lime green neons there. So we have 4 to choose from. This is my Let's Save You green. Let's save you lots and lots of green. There's already a lot of green up there. My job is to save you all the green to get your favorite green stones that are rare, rare, rare. There's not a peridot up there. No offense to peridot. There's nothing basic up there. Because even my tourmalines that are up here, that's tsavorite. This is green zircon. This is the minty blue-green of tourmaline that we don't know if it has copper, and this one does. This one we know has a copper content. That is the Paraíba. Looks like there are literal lights inside of it. And all of these rings have one great discounted price. You're going to love it. But all you got to do is dial and quickly, because guess how many we have? One of everything up there. One of each. That's the ring you get. Every single one of them, well, they don't have to stay in the gold color they're in. Good news. The only one that's got to stay in the gold color right now is that one. The blue-green of that tourmaline on the left side, that stays in white gold. Any of the others, the tsavorite or the Paraíba or the zircon, they can be changed. You can change those to the yellow or the rose if you would like to, or if you need it right away, keep it in that designer's choice of the white gold, and it will be right out to you, sized and shipped for free. But let's take this down to an even better level. I'm so excited for you to get these pieces. Of course, that discount that's going to take them to their lowest price ever. That's another beautiful thing, is that I like to make sure there's no mystery about it. They are the lowest price they ever can be, will be, and that you'll ever see. Even if they were to, let's just say you saw them 5 years from now, they can't be lower than where they're going right now. So you can rest assured you've got that big value coming your way. I've got carat weights here. These are all big examples of these premier gems. These are really exotics, all of them. Super exotic, superstars. Call in early if you have a favorite already, because we want to make sure you get it before somebody else does. With this price tag going as low as it will, they are not going to stay, because these have every one of them has been on the air over 3 times. There's been 3 or 4 or 5 airings on each and every one of these. So they're pretty well known at this point. They're well known, no doubt. They've got some, collector followers, if you will. The mint green's amazing. Go for that Paraíba color. This has got that double halo too of the baguettes and the rounds. That's gonna be our 354. So I'll walk you through some carat weights here. 354, that would be second largest of the bunch. We go to the Paraíba in the back. Trillion cut, 2 carat 61. So big Paraíba alert with diamonds and a lot of gold. And then we've got the tsavorite. That is the 203 trillion cut tsavorite. And this will be your largest. That is the green zircon, 4.5 carats. On the emerald cut, green zircon, diamonds everywhere. Everywhere. And a split shank as well. And now we just get to wow you with the value. Come on in. We're going to save you some green today. It's what we do. It's what we do. And all of these pieces, again, change any one of the 3 outside of the mint green that's on the left side, because that one also is going to be that white gold in the 14K. Double halo, beautiful baguette upgrade. Not going to be, I know we've seen them for $79.99 and more. They're some of the highest end we have in all of our green assortment. Yet they get to come all the way down in price tag. We got quite the value for you now. Come on in, everybody. Happy Thursday. So glad you're with us. We got an hour and 14 minutes left in the show. Yes, I know you're all waiting. The top of the hour is going to be coming up 14 minutes from right now. That necklace that's been sitting beside me, it's like my partner in crime here tonight. That necklace is coming up at the top of the hour. So I know everyone keeps asking, yes, but what about the necklace? Yes, but when is the necklace going to be here? It's coming up at the top of the hour. We're getting there. We got to march through a couple pieces. Let me sell these out, and then we'll get to that top of the hour. And then we've got your white gold, yellow gold, and rose gold choices in that necklace as well. So all 3 in stock, ready to go. Fabulous, 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 fabulous. But you got to be quick on those, because we've got, for example, the yellow gold, which I know is going to be popular. So let's go. Let's get to it, guys. We got a major moment here on the greens. Let's take them all the way down. No longer 79. Remember that was price, though. Remember where they could be, should be, and would be on any other given day. And the fact is we're making it so much more affordable right now to get any one of them. And I got to take this. You know, they were scheduled to go out tonight when this show started at 5 o'clock. They were scheduled to be on blowout for $5,999. Not doing that either. I cannot, I will not, I'm not going to offer that price tag because I know you're here for the deals. You want that better than ever value. You want to take advantage of something real special. These are all collectible pieces, no doubt about it. There's no two ways about zircon. We know the greens and where they stand. We know the Paraibas. Well, you've got one there that's that green of the trillion. That's our Paraiba. The other's looking like a Paraiba with the blue greens. You take your pick, $5,000, $4,000. They will not be $3,000 a piece. And can you say giveaway? What about the Paraiba collectors of the world? There's a massive Paraiba right there. It's a 2-carat trillion cut. That has 89 points in diamonds, a fully finished under gallery, and a ton of gold. And they're not going to be $2,999 either. This is quite the value. Let's follow along here together and get you on the lines ready to go because they never get any lower than where they're at right now. So the beauty is you save the money. You get to start enjoying it now. You get to get it in a couple of days, start wearing it, live in those pieces, but let's do better. Because $29.99, I had a feeling this was going to happen. And when you've got such premium stones that are collectible like these are, you cannot afford to wait because there's a lot of other collectors out there that wait for these values like this, that wait for drops in prices just like this. This is like saving the day. This is your collector's piece. No matter which one you choose, they're all collector's pieces, every last one of them. And they're not going to be 29 or 28 or 27. I cannot get over we're looking at a Savarite trillion, a 2-carat plus Paraiba, the mint greens that everybody's loving right now. That's not going to be $27.99. They are not. This is quite the value. Come on in. $2,777. They're not. Going even lower for you right now. The final call, $2,699, 60 seconds only on that wheel. Some of the most premium, best of the best in our green variety gems. It's crazy. I have a 95-point Alexandrite. It's more money by double. So this is where you just say, okay, I'm going to go get the discounted pieces. Let's go grab those pieces out of the vault, the deep, dark depths of the vault, which houses the best of the stones that barely come out because the price tags are a little higher. Now you're seeing them on blowout. Look, for example, at this Paraiba. Obviously, I'm a big fan of a big ring and a lot of gold, and that is it. With one of the most important gems the world over, here's the trillion cut on the hand to give you a look at it, just to see how big these sizes are. To look at the mint green that we have here, the trillion, that is a rare, rare Savarite, and boy, is it the perfect color of Savarite as well. We want them to be just like that. And there it is, the 4.5-carat largest stone up there in the green zircon. Look at the flashes that has. Green zircon, Paraiba tourmaline in the trillion. I just love that there are 2 trillions. There's our Savarite, and here is our blue-green of that rare tourmaline. It's a tourmaline as well. But again, copper content for sure here. Not so sure on this one. We know it's that newer find. Hasn't been all tested yet, but that's the blue-green color of a Paraiba. There it is in the trillion. This is where you get a lot of copper content. When you get a lot of copper content, they get more green, and then you've got your zircon there. So huge value, $26.99, whichever you prefer. So a good time to pick them up as quickly as you can. There's the blue-green. I do love that one, that clarity that's giving you, that really pretty softer color. It's the softer side of greens with that blue mixed in. There is the trillion Savarite garnet, rare as can be, and there's your Paraiba. The Paraiba in the 2-carat is obviously the most collectible up there, and they're all collectible, no question. But if you have to really just narrow it down to the most collectible of all, is definitely that Paraiba trillion cut, and top of the hour is just a few minutes away. Speaking of Paraibas, I do have this gorgeous purple Paraiba. This one's copper content. It's our pear shape. It's a 644. Beautiful and clean. So if you have $1 trillion, we got a good one for you. Or I can make it less. We can make it less and help you out. Or we can do, I don't know, these yellow diamond earrings. I have a question for y'all, and this is a sincere, honest ask. Do you like the earrings? Do you want to see them tonight, or can we wait for Sunday? because if there's nobody asking for them, if nobody's interested, I will wait. We can put them up on Sunday's show, which is going to be the 26th of October. We can put those on a Sunday. It's more of a Sunday kind of item anyways. We can do those tonight or we can do them on Sunday. You let me know. If you've been waiting for those, say the word, I will gladly put them up. Or we can just hold on and hold off on those. We've got the big necklace coming up shortly. Let's get to this diaspora. It is fantastic. 8563 on our color changing diaspora, and I'm going to wow you with this price tag. It is our rarest cut of all in the diaspora. This is the one everyone's always asking for more of, and just I wish we could bring you all the time. A cushion cut, but with a radiant faceting inside. And so it's a little different. It's 8563, it's our 313 cushion, and isn't this a pretty gem? What you can't see yet is the way it changes color. It goes from this gorgeous golden green to a more pinky purple, and it's got all of that flash and clarity that this stone doesn't usually give. But that's why we're selective, really finding that perfect example for you. In this case, 313, 20 points in diamonds as well, and quite the look here in, it's just shining, glowing. It looks like it's polished on the inside is really what this looks like. And that's not a stone that usually does that. It's got a lot of inclusions naturally. There's only one place on the planet to get it, and that is in Turkey. And so therefore it is our Turkish color change diaspora. Could not be more proud of this stone. Let's go zero to start and a $500 increment and see where it goes. Wherever it goes, that's up for you to decide. But again, zero to start. And the mirror finish gold and the way that's pressed in, I call this our hourglass mounting, which feels very feminine to me. Because again, when you see the way the diamonds are going to curve, the whole ring, first it starts with a wide band and they press it. Now, do they literally press it with a fingerprint? No. But they give it that curve, so it's concave on the side. So it's a wide band pressed in. That's why it's the concave style. If you look, though, where the diamonds meet the sides of the stone, that's where the hourglass, that beautiful hourglass shape, meets up with the center stone, cushion cut stone. Yes, necklaces are only 6 minutes away, so count it down, gather your friends, trying to figure out, and maybe ask if those daughters and granddaughters are out there and you don't know what gold color they wear, and you want to get them something really special for the holiday season, you got to get that. And again, very limited, so that's going to be coming up at the top of the hour. Here's our diaspora, zero to start, $500. How about a $100 increment? How about any increment you want? Whatever you want, any increment. And you can go in and listen, we know that the ring is $39.99. So if you want to just say, I'll give her $3,000, I'll save myself $1,000, do it. Because you'll probably keep everyone else out of the fray. It's any increment you want. I'm going to really see what's going on. And no open at all. Well, bye-bye, good night, and thank you very much. Farewell. This is quite something here. Okay, we got a phone ringing, and someone's going to give me $1. I need U.S. currency only, no pesos. So U.S. currency, you must have a credit card to pay for your ring. No cash accepted. It's going to be, we have no open. So it's any increment you want. Just kind of a fun way. How much? $100 has been offered. $100. Thank you, money bags over there. We got $100. Appreciate your bids, guys. Sometimes, you know, when you host a show like this, you do have to sell jewelry. So if it doesn't work at the $39, we have $500 now. If it doesn't work at the $39.99, so be it. This is giving you an opportunity to own it for whatever you want. What's on the budget? What do you have to spend on jewelry this year? This is $700 as mid. There's very few stones in this world, and hear me out on this, because for a lot of people are going, I don't know what that stone is, so that must be a fake stone, right? That's a fake stone. No, we don't sell fake stones, and we don't sell lab-grown stones. We have $800. We have $1,000 over here now. Thank you. We have $1,000. It's any increment you want. Obviously, you guys are scaring away people as you bid up higher. That's good, because that then decreases the competition you have. So we have $1,000. Let's take a look at it. We've got a couple of bidders active right now on the auction. Let me try it on, because I haven't done that yet. Want to make sure you see what it looks like on the hand. 20 points in diamonds. There's the big, look at that. And now you're seeing a totally different color. The whole stone went green now. The whole stone looks like a kiwi green from this angle. Little different light, so now it looks more greens. Thank you on the $1,000 bid, thank you. So we've got Cheryl at $1,000, we're looking for any increment above that. You got a chance here to really pick up a $4,000 ring, otherwise, because I had a feeling that wasn't gonna do it. And now here we are. And we have only 3 minutes left to go till the top of the hour, and I'm glad we have your attention now, because everybody that is watching this show, I don't charge a subscription fee, although that's being toyed with. I don't charge a subscription fee to watch. We don't charge a monthly service fee to shop. But I will tell you something. I think that, and this speaks to the value we have coming up, so even if you're not participating on this one, please stay with me, because at the top of the hour, which is all of 3 minutes away, we are going to show you the necklace that everyone is waiting for. We have 1100, by the way, so we will wrap this up by the time the top of the hour hits, which is 3 minutes from now. So I'll give it 1 more minute, and then we'll do the 2-minute clock. But this is coming up, and for everybody watching, you're going to need to have this necklace. It's the last call, last chance to get it, and if it looks like that from that far away, this is a beautiful classic style to give to one and all of your jewelry lovers on your jewelry gift list this holiday season, and yourself too. So we're going to get you hooked up with that at the top of the hour. Let's take a last look here, because we have $1,100 and we're looking for more. Thank you. We have $1,200 now. So 2 bidders are going back and forth. We are just about to start that clock because we wanted to sync up with that top of the hour opportunity. So as a matter of fact, you know what to do, Tony. I got 15 seconds, and then we'll do that 2-minute clock. That way the auction will end just as our top of the hour arrives, and then we'll get to that diamond necklace, that incredible it's a must-have, and you know me, I don't say that about most jewelry. It's a must-have, though, because jewelry is not a must-have typically, but there are some items, certain opportunities, certain moments, certain price tags, certain looks, certain styles that are really must-have, and I have one of them coming up at our top of the hour, and it's our last top of the hour of the show tonight. So we have our final 2 minutes to go on this gorgeous diaspora. Thank you for participating, to everybody that participated. Thank you. Thank you. We've got our new bidder in here at $1,200. Thank you so much. It's looking good. We have 90 seconds left to get it done, and then we're going to be showing you that necklace, and I've got white, yellow, and rose gold to offer to you as well. Cannot wait. It is so... Last call at this price tag. It is impossible. I saw a $5,000 example today, literally today, in real life, in person, and it was not a VS diamond. So that's going to be coming up at the top of the hour, 1 minute and 8 seconds away. We'll get there. I know we've only got a few that can go out right away too. So those of you that call early are going to be rewarded with very fast shipping. And we'll do that in about 55 seconds. So yes, you've got a last call on this one now. And white, yellow, rose gold, of course, offered not only in the necklace coming up, but also on this one here. That's the problem when you talk about a really big top of the hour. Everyone just waits for it. And we don't shop the opportunities that lead up to it. Well, a necklace goes with everything, and the necklace we're gonna have will go with this gorgeous ring and everything else you shop for today, because isn't that what's great about diamond necklaces? They work always, every day, with everything, no matter what your age. So if you're shopping for the tweens, if you're shopping for the sophisticates who are entering the workplace, or their 20s or their 30s or their 40s, we got the necklace for you coming up as our top of the hour. Yes, 1250. All right. Well, we got 1250 over here. 1250 with 8 seconds left to go. 1250. Anybody else? Can anyone top it? I got to go back to our $1,200 bidder, see what they want to do. That's it. 1250 once, twice. Joanne, you're not on this one? Sold. Congratulations. I'm going to set up the hand shot here, Tony, if we have it, because I want to zoom in a little bit on this so you can really see it to the best possible respect here, because this is important. And it is a necklace that doesn't sit on the wheel on its own. So I'm setting it up, and we're going to refocus this camera, because I don't focus this camera very often, but we'll get you focused here so you can see what this is all about. This is quite the necklace. I am so proud to bring this to you. Hi, everybody. It's Thursday night. Welcome into our show. We have 1 hour left to go tonight. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON, so it's nice to have you with us. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Really a pleasure to be here. As always, we've got the piece we've been waiting. It's been sitting next to me the whole show, and you've all been asking for it. The reason it's a big deal, has it been here? Yes. Is it new? No. Has it been here many times? Yeah. The reason why we're so excited about it tonight is that it's October 23rd. It is getting very close to the holiday season. Christmas trees are going up. We're starting to hear the music on the radio. We've got a lot of people thinking gift, 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 because especially if jewelry is something that you traditionally like to do for yourself, for a loved one, well, Jewelry's not getting any more affordable as we march closer to the end of 2025. As a matter of fact, when we're talking about gold, and again, I met with some experts on my Monday and Tuesday, my weekend. I met with some experts who were telling me they anticipate fully to see $6,500 an ounce by 2026, which sounds far away, and then you realize, no, that's 2 months away. That's a few weeks, 2 months, and we're there. And well, it doesn't just like the calendar turns and the price of gold goes up. It would be marching along that path the whole way as we walk our ways through November and December. So for those of us that say, okay, well, I'm going to skip jewelry then, I would ask you, not quite yet. Don't resort to skipping fine jewelry, especially for those of you that say, it's what I do every year for my favorite person, for my wife, for my daughter, for my mom, for my sister, for myself. If you love to treat yourself to the finest, and there's so many people out there that just don't want to compromise. They're not ready to compromise. They're not ready for the last resort of lab-grown, gold platings, mystery metals, all that. Fine jewelry is fine jewelry. And there's very little of that out there anymore. And I'm going to give you the last chance tonight on a Thursday. I know this is normally something that I tell you about on a Thursday, and then we talk about it on Saturday or Sunday. We're doing this tonight mostly because we are so limited with what we can actually do. Because much like I had a 30-point oval ring yesterday that went bonkers, 24 hours ago I was standing here showing you a 30-point diamond band ring that went absolutely bonkers, because we all understand what's happening. And you know my values are going to be untouched by anybody out there in the world. And now I'm bringing you a necklace, a full 18 inches in gold, with a 31-point minimum round brilliant diamond, and it's bezel set. What does that mean? Who cares, right? So it's a bezel. So we wrap the thing in gold. It makes a big difference. You know why I was up here all night distracting me and you? Is because I want you to see what it looked like from across the room. Because a lot of you are going to go, 31 points, meh. This stone looks like a 1 carat and I can prove it. Now, a 1 carat diamond I could make you right now. I could make you a 1 carat diamond solitaire in the same necklace, but you got to be ready to spend over $8,000. Why not get the $8,000 look for a mere fraction of that price with this top of the hour? That there's a reason people always say, well, why do people watch the live show anymore? Good question, right? Well, because this value is only good for this live show. Because when it sells out, it is sold out. You are in a privileged position that people that watch the recording later, people that pay attention tomorrow, people that catch up online, they are not going to get this deal because it's going to be long gone. There are only so many I can do. As far as what's going to go out right away, I only have 10 of them. 10 of you. The first 10 callers will get them right away if you select one of the gold colors that's available. If you don't, well, the good news is we're ready to go. We're ready to start making them tomorrow. So tomorrow at 6 a.m. when all the jewelers arrive, they start getting busy on the necklaces. So they'll be right out to you. And yet, this is going to be that amazing, amazing value. It's not, none of what I just said is relevant unless it's a value. And this is my biggest value in the entire TVON inventory is right here. Let's take a look at it. I have the yellow and the white set up here. I have the rose gold here to show on my neckline because most of us are going to go with either the white or the yellow, I think. I think that's where most of us are going to go here. And I've got to get that yellow gold polished up. I just put my fingerprints on it a minute ago when I was setting it up. So here we are with the necklace. Now, what's it going to be? Well, it's item number 1122028. It's our 31 pointer. This is last call at this price tag. If I show it to you in November, if I show it to you in December, we can rely on it being a much different price. So I would definitely shop it now. Then you have the fact, and please feel free, because if you're on the phone lines early, you're going to get one of those first. I have 6 in white, 1 in yellow, and 3 in rose that can ship out tomorrow. The rest of you will wait. So that's the key here. Please keep that in mind. It is go time. And I'm going to show you the rose gold on the neckline, which is so beautiful. And this is what I really want to drive home the point of why does it look like a 1 carat? This is a millimeter gauge. If I give you the diameter, this is going to be the overall width of the round, which is right here. If you look, that's actually going to be a 6 millimeter diameter. That is the diameter of a 1 carat round. So that's the beauty of this. That's why your 31 point is going to look like a 1 carat, which would have to run you over $8 grand. $8,000 if you want me to make you, and I can and I will. If you want a 1 carat diamond round brilliant solitaire necklace like this, I can make it. It's going to cost you over $8,000. That's not what this is going to be, but it looks like it. Now, what are you getting? You're getting a solid gold diamond cut chain. You're getting a lobster claw closure. It's as good as you can get in a closure. You've got the lobster claw clasp. I'm going to show it to you here. What are those different little, see those links that are a little bit larger? That denotes where your 16, 17, and 18-inch links will be. So that's what gives you the adjustability. And look at how pretty the rose gold is. Oh my goodness. I might want to try on the yellow gold, to be honest, because it is so precious and I love the yellow gold. But there's our rose as well. So you can layer, you can stack, you can build, you can gift, you can give it to whomever, because this is a timeless style. It goes with everybody's look, no matter if you have someone who's more vintage, more modern, more, again, whatever their own personal style is, that's what it looks like from across the way. And yet this necklace should be $8,000. Certainly is giving you the look of an $8,000 necklace. It will not be tonight. Come on in early. Again, the first callers get the pieces that are already ready to go. And we know how popular this is going to be. So come on in. There's only so many we can do because we only have so many 31 pointers. I'm holding it at the 16. Here's 17. Here's 18, all of which is built in. And there's 18 inches altogether of solid gold, all diamond cut right there. Let's go back to the yellow and the white, show you what are going to be very popular here. And now you have to dial, because no one's spending $8,000. Because even if I had a 1 carat, or even if you were shopping retail, I saw this same version, but I will admit it was an SI stone. So it's not exactly like for like. But I did see this version today with my own 2 eyes, literally today, the same necklace. But again, not a VS, it was an SI stone. We have nobody on the phone lines, and that is going to change. And then the longer you wait to get in, the longer you're going to wait on the phone lines, and the longer you wait for your necklace. So it's best to just call in, because if I'm this hyped about a value, if there is something exciting, I've been doing 25 years of selling fine jewelry, fine diamonds on TV. I've been really lucky. I've sold a lot of VS diamonds. Most of my career is spent selling VS diamonds. That's a real privilege. Not a lot of people get that chance to ever sell a VS diamond. I have jewelry friends in the business who literally have never seen a VS diamond, let alone sold one. So this is where, again, to get a VS diamond that is a 31 pointer, you know that's just right under a third, but that's a minimum. So if you get a 33 or a 35 or a 38 pointer, please do not get upset. It's a good thing to get more diamond weight for your dollar, but it's not going to be $8,000. This is the value of a lifetime. It is white, yellow, or rose gold. And again, you guys didn't believe me when I told you back months ago when gold was $3,000 an ounce and we were all whining. You didn't believe me when I said it was going up. Then it got to 35 and I said, well, it's going up. Nobody believed it because you thought it's at world record highs. How could it go up any higher? And now it's hanging out around 4,000. And now we're seeing that potentially in 2 months, 6,500 is what the projections are showing by the experts, where they get paid good money as a living to go ahead and project those things. They're saying 6,500 hit January. I don't want to think about what we're going to do then, and luckily we don't have to. We're living in the present moment. This is the value tonight. It's the value of all of our inventory, and it is so darn giftable. You could put this on anybody's neckline, and they're going to feel like royalty. They're going to feel so honored and proud and privileged. As a gift giver, you can feel good giving a VS diamond in solid gold. You can feel good giving a from the earth natural diamond. All of those things apply, and yet this is not going to be $8,000, and you can get as many as you want. And I would recommend it. Get 2, get 3, get 5. If you've got all the granddaughters that you want to just be done, get the perfect gift that they're going to love forever. This isn't loving it for a season or for a day or for a month and then you're over it. This is a piece you could give to a 15-year-old, and 50 years later, she's going to be wearing the same necklace. Kid you not. What else? I can't say that about the latest jacket or the shoes or the handbag. We can't say that about anything but jewelry. These are giftable moments. And I know nobody's thinking a gift idea at $8,000, but what if it's going to be half, $4,000? What if it's going to be half of that, which is 75% off, and make it $2,000? What if it's $1,000? And then it's like, okay, chain price, free big diamond, free. That's what you're looking at now, because chains right now, guess what? They're over $1,000 for a 16-inch chain with no diamond. We're giving you this really incredible diamond, and this is your last call at this price. I love that I get this opportunity to at least announce to you that it's last call at this price tag. Means we'll see it again, we'll make it again. Icons like this you have to continue to make, but we will not see this price tag. And it's not going to be $999. And we loved a very similar look in a ring. If you were lucky enough last night to pick up the incredible 30-point diamond ring I had in the band style, this would be a gorgeous addition to it. The great look together, the classic, the bezel, the the solid gold in your choice of gold color. Look at how they stack and layer. That's easy to do too because of all the links built in, but it's not going to be $9.99, and we only have a few to go around. And I know we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're getting 2. Okay, so we've got 7 gone just like that. 7 gone already, and not a lot of time to pick this up. So now we get to go even lower, by the way, than $9.99, and we got another 2 going out over there, yellow and white going out, 1 more. So this is not a time to wait. And all you do is call in. It's not, and for those of you that have never shopped off TV, you've never shopped off TVON, you've never shopped fine jewelry, maybe you've never thought about owning fine jewelry before, but now with the prices of costume jewelry and lab grown and faux and fake and all this other stuff that has no value whatsoever, and you're going, I can't even afford that anymore. You can get the real deal, the best of the best, for a better price. I got to get that yellow gold off because I got to clean it. I have it so fingerprinted and it's driving me nuts. So let me take that off and then I'll try it on for you because I got to get the fingerprint off it when I set it up. And we're going to do better than even $9.99, and we're getting very busy on these phone lines. And is there any surprise? Is there any doubt why? Is there anybody who's going to question that TVON is here delivering the finest values? And isn't that great? It's delivered to your house. You're not running around to stores. You're not going out and trying to figure out the difference, which sales associate knows what they're talking about, who's going to give you the great value, where am I going to find the solid gold, where am I going to get the piece that's actually a VS diamond. It's all right here, and it's all right now, and it's not even $899 or $888. Look at that lobster claw. Best premium closure you can get on a necklace is right there, and we're not doing $888 either. This is going to be crazy. Everyone's been waiting for it for 2 hours. Now is the time to get it. It's not going to be $888. And listen, we all have different styles. It does not matter. There are women that I get jewelry for every year for holiday gifting, for Christmas, and it's a list of 7 people. And they all are, they're everywhere from 18 years old all the way up to 50 years old. Then there's my mom. She gets something very special. But I'm talking about the gals that are friends and people that help me out and people that I like to give a nice gift to every year. There's a big age difference. You know what I'm getting? This necklace. This necklace. I may not pay what you're paying tonight, but I will get this necklace because it's the one that works for everybody. They're all different styles. They all have different backgrounds and different likes and different personal styles, yet this is the necklace, the only thing that I could shop for that's going to work for everybody. And it's not $888, and it's not even going to be $800, and all you can do is just shop them while they're here. Again, here's what I have in stock ready to go. For those of you that call in, and if you shop the first of the 6 available in white gold, you get it right away. It goes out tomorrow. If you shop the first yellow gold, goes out tomorrow. If you shop for the first 3 in the rose gold, we have 3 in rose gold, made up and ready to go, goes out immediately. Some of you are going to get this in a couple of days and be living in it and loving it. And I know, TVON shoppers, you shop for yourselves. Most everybody does. You're going, yada, 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 I'm not buying gifts from TVON. You can. You can very well make it happen and be the greatest gift giver that ever lived, and not even spend $888 or $850 or $849 on a gorgeous, classic diamond solitaire. It looks like 1 carat. Sorry, it does. You can't fight the millimeter size. The millimeter size of this ornament, if you will, the centerpiece, is 6 millimeters. That is equivalent to what you get in a 1 carat diamond. So go for it. Get it. Is anyone going to take that out and measure it and go, oh, it's a 31 pointer or it's a 35 pointer? It's what it looks like. It looks like a 1 carat, which here on this show would be $8,000. You get it for a better value than $849. Take a look at it. This is going to be wild. And we're getting very, very busy on the phone lines because you know it's not even $849 to get it. We have the yellow, we have the rose. They're here for a very limited time. And why spend more for the same necklace? Why do you want to spend more? Nobody wants to. I know I've got my work cut out for me when I'm presenting it on Black Friday for like $3,000. If I'm lucky, it'll be 3. It could be 4. I don't know yet. I'm not a fortune teller, but I will tell you this, it won't be this price. And all we can say is get it while it's here and get it now. And these are those VS white diamonds we love. And it's not even $800 for the necklace. I'm going to do this right now for $799 for any and every one you want. There's the yellow gold, which I just think, look at that yellow gold. And let me show you the rose gold as well, because all three are here at the moment. And you can get them in layer. You can get more than one if you love this. I mean, I'm replicating the layered look right now on this display, and you can see how it just layers to perfection. You can do this at home too on your very own neckline. You can do it just like I'm doing right here. You can do that look, create that look, and easily, because you've got the 3 different lengths built in. Isn't that the beauty of it? When you've got 3 lengths built in, it makes it easy, a breeze to layer it up and do, whether it's one gold color, whether it's multiple gold colors, that's up for you to decide. But that is the way to get your diamond necklace in the solitaire style. We've got 60 seconds left because, well, there aren't that many to go around. And you already were on it. You guys know, and you're well aware, this is what happens when a big value comes out to play. This is exactly what goes on. And to get it for $7.99, unthinkable. So a huge value right there. And our last call to get it, 45 seconds remain. Thank you so much for being with us. We got 40 minutes left. We can make it an all request 40 minutes. We can show you tanzanite in a ring. We've got the big earrings here as well. We can show you whatever. I mean, anything from our inventory, we'd love to bring it out. And then nobody has said they want to see the yellow diamonds. So we might hold off on those. Oh, you did? Oh, we did have somebody asking for, okay, so we had one caller asking for the yellow diamonds. Who was it? Yeah. Oh, wonderful. So 1 white, 2 yellow. And who is that? Who else? Mary. Hi, Mary. Hi, Josephine. Thank you so much. Well done. Well, we've got the yellow and the white and the rose. You'll have to check with your operators and see what we still have left to ship out right away. Otherwise, it's going to take a couple days. Not a big deal. So I did hear, okay, so we've got Susan who asked for the yellow diamonds. Well, Susan, you're the only one, but we would love to show them to you. So we do have those big yellow diamond earrings. Oh, they're really good. They're $12,999, Susan, but here's what I'm going to do. Since you asked for them, let's bring them on out. Maybe there's a couple other people who do want to see the yellow diamond big button style earrings. We'll bring them out. We'll show them to you. We've got tanzanite drops as well. The big rounds are here. They're going to bring you about 10 carats of tanzanite. Love those as well. Anybody else on the necklaces before we go? Yellow, white, rose. You see all 3 gorgeous colors here. Look at that. They sit, this is how they would sit if you stacked one at 16, 17, 18. Just perfectly spread like that, where you've got each one at an inch in drop. So it gives you a little bit of that perfect drape. Then they don't tangle and they don't bunch up. If you go utilize those different 1-inch lengths, they're going to sit just as they should. And that makes layering a breeze. You know, things get really dicey when you have to start, you know, playing with different, you know, closures and clasps and trying to, you know, maneuver your own way to layer and stack. And we know it all becomes a big knotted mess. Here's where you've got easy layering, so straightforward and simple thanks to that adjustability. All right, so that's going to be last call. Let's just show Susan. Hi, Susan. Thank you so much for asking for these. I'm so excited you like them. They're very, very bright, beautiful yellow diamonds, and we were going to save them. I have a cushion cut, but then it makes the round. Now, a couple things, because these are brand new. We've never seen them before. There's a couple things going on here where they are a cushion cut to begin with. And you see here, there's a cushion cutting. It's not quite perfectly square. They're actually a traditional cushion cut. There's a little bit longer length than there is width, but they are dynamic. Bright, bright, bright yellows. Love to see that. I think we pretty much saw you guys earlier saying, bring more of the bright yellows. We love those. And here it is with that massive halo. Now, we didn't do the typical halo here either. Because the yellow diamonds are so important on 8573, we went a little bit like we've never done before, I must say. I've had countless halo-style diamond earrings. Countless. I've been here 9 years. My anniversary is actually on November 5th. If anybody wants to tune in, it's going to be a earth-shattering, monumental type of show. So I hope you can join me for that. If you want to mark it on your calendars, we have some big things planned, and it's going to be a show that, quite simply, you won't want to miss. So it's going to be November 5th, which is a Wednesday. I know nobody's going to watch. No, y'all watch, right? Y'all tune in. Y'all remember. Sometimes people forget us on Wednesdays because, you know, Monday and Tuesday we're not here. But it would be a Wednesday. That's why I'm letting you know now. It's a week from next Wednesday. It's November 5th, which is also my half birthday. My half birthday is my anniversary here at TVON, and it'll be 9 years. Celebrating. So we're going to celebrate together. And we're going to party. We're going to party. There's going to be all kinds of surprises. There may be special guests. I mean, you know, just kind of going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you'll join me for that, November 5th, Wednesday night. Okay, but this is a natural yellow diamond earring that I'm very, very excited about. 82 points in cushion cut yellows. That's how it starts. That's just the beginning. Please don't look at this as, oh yeah, I've seen a halo diamond before. No, this is not a halo of diamonds like we typically see. So Tony, it's 82 points. I know, Tony, you're marking your calendar right now. You're going to be here, right? November 5th, Wednesday, 9-year anniversary show. 9 years hosting TVON, my goodness. I'll tell you, there's 87 points in diamonds, and they're big. Take a look, though, at this up close, at why this is so unusual and why it's so different. We use these really massive, round, brilliant white diamonds first, and then you see that we've got some smaller diamonds, because you know what happens when you put big white diamonds together in rounds? They don't sit perfectly together. The bigger they are, the bigger gap that's going to sit between them. So here you've got a really special way. They filled in with smaller diamonds. They filled in the gaps, if you will, so that there aren't any. And it sits low profile. Look at that. Nice low profile basket, centered post, butterfly backing, gorgeous yellows, 41 points each. And then you've got the really big diamonds every so often. But just to make sure there's no gap, which would make it look kind of they filled it in with smaller diamonds there between the massive diamonds. So again, altogether 87 points. That's just the white diamonds. So remember, we now have to do some math. I know, math. But when it comes to big diamond weights, we're all good with math, aren't we? So that means altogether 169 in diamond weight. Stay as is in two-tone, go with everything gold. Love that as well. Because you got a little yellow gold setting the yellow diamonds. You got the white gold the rest of the way. And now we got to try them on too, so you can see what they look like on the ear, because we don't care about an earring on a wheel. We care about what it's going to look like on our body. How's it going to look on the ear? How's it going to present out to the world? How's it going to be size-wise? Look at this from a distance. First, I'll give you the measurement, as I always do. That's the look. Let me show you here what it measures. 2 ways to wear it, whether you want to wear them more squared off or not. And this will be the easiest way to ever measure them ever, because we can see up close here we're at, I would say, more than 3/8. Gosh, we got to get real specific here. They're close to a 1/2 inch, but over 3/8 of an inch. So here's what we're going to do. I'd call them, let's call them 3/8, but no, it's a little bit more than that. I'm just going to get real good on the ear here. Let's show real tight here what they look like on the ear. Isn't that fantastic? So you can see, you can kind of spin them as you please, but beautiful design. And that is what you call a high-end, stunning superstar earring. Yellow diamond at the centerpiece. You know, a diamond like this, if this earring was sitting atop a band right now, just on your basic band to make it a ring, you know what it would be. It'd be about $4,000. You put it together with its counterpart here up close, well, that would be $8,000, just simply putting the two together. Instead, we're not going to do $8,000 because remember, they're at $12,999. That's actually where they're supposed to be today. I got to do better for you. And they have that simple, straightforward, centered post, butterfly backing. Listen, I know, last 35 minutes of our big Thursday night. What a show it is. What a night it is to get a value. What a day for deals. You've seen them all night long. What a crazy value. Again, I had one shopper who was kind enough to say, I kind of like the earrings, show them to me. And it'll be my biggest regret probably of the entire 9 years I've been here, because this is not an earring that should go for less than $12,999. And why would they be more than the 8 that I just did the basic arithmetic? Because there's labor, because yellow diamonds have gone up, because there's 2 really important cuts that you have here. All of that's combined, but we're going to go with $8,000. And you know what? Even tonight, even if I'm just to do kind of the basic intrinsic value, that probably is not going to be enough. So we're going to find out who wants a carat 69 total weight in enormously pretty yellow diamonds, together with some of the very, very best in white diamonds. This is not your basic earring. This is not a basic halo. It's not the average, the ordinary, the basic. I've seen that before. It's none of that. And it's not going to be $8,000, because that's just basically putting it together what it should be. You know, taking it, realizing we've seen this before as rings. If we put the two together, we look at what should be $8,000. It's not going to be. Don't worry a thing about that. We got a new value for you. Let me put together something monumental, as we've been really doing all night long. Welcome into our last bit. 35 minutes left of Thursday. Not $8,000. I know I have failed miserably at auctions all night long, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to give up on trying another and see if we can't just bring you another epic value that is unlike anything anywhere else, and that's what we're bringing. And for those of you that already have a yellow diamond, I don't have one tonight besides the pear shape. That's going to be probably a different day. But if you have a yellow diamond, especially one of our pairs, one of our cushions, one of our ovals, this is the color we have traditionally seen in all the yellow diamond rings that I brought to you. There have been thousands of them over the last few years. This will be the earring that you have to go with it. The set completer. And I know at $13,000, that's not going to be something everybody joins in on, neither at $8,000. But if we go even lower, like let's say $5,000, 5,000 bucks, that's how you run an auction to get a lot of people involved. $5,000 to start it off. $5,000 to get the open. We go up in what? $500? No. $100 increment? No. $50? Skip that too. We're going to go $10 increments on this one to make it really easy. I'm trying to get a lot of people in on this auction. That's what would be really nice to see. Wouldn't that be fun? Be fun to see a lot of different folks in. So how about $5,000 with a $10 increment? And we might be here for the rest of the night. 33 minutes left to go. And yet that earring, to get that started so low as we are, and instead, you know what? Skip it. Susan says, I do like them. How can we do this? How can we help you? Saving money's the name of the game. That's not unusual, but we need to do that to an all-time best level tonight. And it's not going to be $5,000. Come on in, everybody. We can do this. We can make dreams come true. I hope I do that every night for you. I know not everybody shops every single night. That would be nice, though. Wouldn't that be fun if you could do that? I know I'd love to shop for jewelry every day. But, you know, whenever that is, we're here for you. If you feel like today's a good day to shop for jewelry, or maybe it's just I can't not shop today because look at these values. What about $5,000? What about $4,000? Are we getting warmer? Do we need to make a carat 69 unlike anything ever before? We're going to do that right now. It's not going to be $4,000 to start. You don't even have to pay $35,000. Well, at this point, we're down below one would be on its own as we make it right here in-house in our factory. Nobody's going to top what we're able to do as far as values, especially on natural, and that is a natural yellow diamond. No treatment whatsoever, no enhancements, no heating, no nothing. Nothing, just out of the ground, Argyle mine, fantastic material. It's not going to be $35,000. Let's go $3,000 to get them started. $3,000. Here we go. It's time. This is the time. It is a moment you will look back on once you're wearing your earrings. Like years later, you're going to go, thank God I was there that night. That Thursday night. I'm so glad I was watching that moment to get in on that value and have nobody else even threaten my auction bid. And $3,000, that's really low when you've got diamonds that look like that, stones that have that color. And you know what? Not even $3,000. If we need to go lower, so be it. We got the $10 tiny increment. That couldn't be better. We've got massive diamonds around it. That is not your 20-point little tiny diamond halo. This has got, I love this, the low profile setting, the two tones of gold, nothing we need to know as far as sizing. This is a great opportunity to say, I just like yellow diamonds. I've always wanted an earring to match that ring I have, or maybe you're lucky enough to have a pendant. Maybe you like to accessorize with those pendant earring styles to go together. Guys, we gotta, I don't know what's going on, but I've clearly missed something tonight. I didn't know. This is really wild. We're not gonna do $3,000. This is my final offer. I've seen crazy things happen in a lot of shows for a lot of years. I don't know how you top what's going on tonight. This is not even $3,000 to start. We're gonna go $2,500. $2,500, still leaving the $10 increment teeny tiny there just in case there's a second bidder or a third bidder or a fourth or fifth. $2,500 can't buy one of those yellow diamonds alone. They're natural and they're exotic and they're still cushion cuts and brilliant cuts and natural yellows, not treated, not enhanced, not irradiated, not heated, none of that. You're getting the natural real deal. And 25, no open. Well, guys, it's getting silly. It's getting to a point. I look at the cost and I go, okay, so I'm thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands away because we don't work on big margins because there aren't big margins in fine jewelry. That's for the lab-grown world. The lab-grown gets like 500% margins. That's great. It's tougher to do that. You can't make that kind of profit margin on gold and diamonds. You can't because there's just no way. So as we lose money, as we lose money in an auction, as we give you a great big opportunity right now, I'm going to take this even less than $2,500. And no, this is a one-time deal. So again, can't do anything once they're sold. They go, they're gone, they're done, that's it. We're going to do better than 25, better than 24, better than 23. Let's get anybody and everybody in. This is a magical moment for yellow diamond lovers. They are almost a half carat each in either of your ears. And that's only the beginning. That's only the center. What if we go to 22? Yes, 22. I'm going there. We're going to try and we're going to get this started because I think we may have had 2,500 to start, but now they get an even bigger value. So let's give it 60 seconds to get that started. We're going to get this auction going. I'm going to give you some time. 60 seconds. They're not only available, we're still seeking an open. Somebody just said, are the earrings still available? Well, they're up for the auction. They're okay. So we've got, guys, a last call to get this pair of earrings going. At this amazing value, $2,200 to start. Hopefully we're going to get a lot of action on these phone lines here at 22 to open. 30 seconds left to get it started. I'll wait. And I don't want to rush you, but we do have only about 27 minutes to go until we go dark. Conch pearls still to come. I'll get that in. We will. We're going to do a conch pearl. We have our big tanzanite. Oh, is it good? 5 carat 30 coming up in the emerald cut. We are verifying on the phone lines. We are verifying. Guys, the crazy part is I was breaking it down because when it's 2 individual earrings as part of a pair, it's easy to break down what that is per earring. And the realization I think is hitting us all is there is no way to get any part of that. If it was just gold, are you getting that for $1,100 per earring? That's how it breaks down right now, and we're looking for an open. Wow. And if you're I know it's weird to think a brand new shopper comes in for a first time on auctions. You know how many new shoppers have gotten their first purchase via the auction in my 9 years here? I'll tell you, a lot of people start with auctions because, again, it's sometimes the best way to get a value because there's the $13,000 should be price tag. And instead, somebody could call in, put a bid in at 22, and who knows, perhaps walk away with the earring. You never know on a night like tonight. Last night was crazy busy, tonight's not. So it's just one of those things. You never know. You just never know what's going to happen. But when I combat that, because again, still got to pay for the airtime, no matter if there's one person watching or a million people watching. So jewelry's still got to go. We can't go through another 25 minutes and not move some jewelry. This is the way to do it. Do we have the open at 22? I see a lot of people on the phone lines, but nobody has said the word open. So I may have to, if you'll excuse me, guys, I'm going to have to walk out to the phone bank and see what's going on because it doesn't, I have not heard the open. So at 22, but we have a lot of people on the phone line. So either everybody just tuned in and is picking up pieces from earlier in the show, or maybe we do have the open at 22. Either way, we got to wrap this thing up soon because I still have more jewelry to show you and we don't have that much time left. So let's take another look. I'm going to go ahead and get out to the phone bank and see what's going on. Yes. Yes. Okay. They're going, can we just see them on? And I did, but we'll do it again. So let's do that one more time. There's that profile. Here's the back. Centered post. Butterfly backing. Measurement is a little over 3/8. It's not quite 3/8. It's a little over that. But I don't want to get into measurements in the 16ths because then everyone's going, I don't know what that is. Because that's a lot to take in. It's not a standard unit for measurement. But there they are on the ear. So hopefully that gives you a nice idea of what they look like. I put the post into the piercing so you can see exactly how it's going to sit. And do we have $2,200? Back to the wheel we'll go. That's what they look like on. You want to see that measurement again? Let me show you there. Again, just so you can see what I was talking about with it's a little over 3/8, but not quite a half. So there it is. See that? It's over 3/8, but not quite a half an inch in diameter. Do we have 22? I have not heard anything. Do we have the, yes? No, not at all. Judy, they're not that big. The one, no. Judy asked a great question. And Judy, remember we have a money back guarantee. So, but she asked a really good question. Let me address Judy's question here as we may have the open, but let me address what she just said. She just said, Lolo, are they going to fall forward? Are they going to droop? Are they going to do that? Are they going to do that? No. It's not that. Now, I'm only holding it because I don't have any backings here in the studio. My own hoop doesn't have a backing. It's all an Omega back. So I don't have a backing, Judy. That's why I held it up, just to, also be able to show you quickly. It's not that kind of earring. It's not that big. Sometimes when we see like the 10-carat tanzanites, they have to have an Omega backing. This is not that size. Anything that's a half, usually this is the rule of thumb if you're shopping with me or anywhere. If you have a 1/2 inch diameter or less, usually that can be supported by just a butterfly backing. When they start to get over a 1/2 inch, when they're what are these huge, like a dinner plate, that's when you need an Omega back. That's when they start to do this. Now, I have the most stretched out piercing in the world. Been trying on a lot of jewelry for a lot of years on TV. So, even if you have a stretched out piercing, regardless of that, this is a kind of an oversized butterfly backing that comes with it. The centered post is what anchors. I would worry a little bit if the post was at one end or the other, given that it's centered up. You have nothing to worry about. It's going to sit perfectly on the ear and centered up like it should. All right, we do have the open at 22. Is that right? So all that, we've got $2,200. All right, we've got one bidder, $2,200, and our very last call, I've spent enough time on it. We're gonna, now if you have any other questions, let me know. But this is now last call, last chance. We've got a $10 increment, let me remind everybody. So $10 only on the increment. So you are more than welcome to get in because it's worth saving $10,800. I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this. Wouldn't you rather spend an extra $10 to save $10,800? You've got $10,800 of savings right now. That is correct. I'm not usually used to talking in those terms, but that is what this auction is potentially saving you right now. So if you're the one that's saying, I don't know, another $10, it is definitely a time to do it and do it now. So let me give this last little admonition here before we move on and give it the 2-minute clock, because then we finalize it and then it's done and over. If you'd like to give it a shot, remember, once they get it home, you have a money-back guarantee, so you have a couple weeks to think about them. Wear them, try them on, see if they're the right color to match your ring, see if you like the way they look on your ear, to get them evaluated by a gemologist if you'd like to, or a jewelry store if you'd like, whatever. Just make sure they know natural yellow diamonds. How many people come to me and say, my jeweler never seen a natural yellow diamond? I get that. They're very, very rare to find. You don't see a lot of natural yellow diamonds, and they're not usually the types of stones that are available to anybody outside of royalty or celebs or multi-billionaires, right? That's usually who buys yellow diamonds. We pride ourselves in giving you that opportunity where you may not need to have, you don't need to have a famous name, you don't need to make $100, $200, $300 million a year to be able to afford our yellow diamonds, and this is how you do it. So again, and perfect example, should be $13,000 on this show. Instead, tonight, they're at $2,200, and all you need to do is dial in now. Because as you dial, remember we got 2 minutes coming up, when the clock hits 0, they're sold. And it's worth, I think, worth an extra $10 to get the opportunity here before the opportunity is long gone. So let's give it that final 2-minute clock and see who's going to end up with the fabulous earrings that are priced. Well, we didn't price them, but again, I didn't price them. This is not my price, just to be clear. This is your price you're making up in an auction. This is an auction opportunity unlike any other. Truly unlike any other. So it is definitely time. And again, don't sit back and say, I can shop them tomorrow. No, you cannot. Do you think, if you are the winner of the auction, do you think I'm putting them up tomorrow? saying, oh, tomorrow's Friday, we'll have a lot more viewers on a Friday night. We'll put them up and get the 13,000. No, they're sold in a minute 25. They're going to be sold. They're going to be done. They're going to be gone. So I can't resell them. I can't put them up again. I can't, let's say put them back on a Sunday when we should get $13,000 for them. We're just not doing that. And that is a beautiful thing for those of you that are here live with us during these shows. These 3-hour shows are like a treasure trove of value. It really is your best opportunity. This is why there are people that, true jewelry shoppers, they don't miss a show because they know if they do, they're going to miss that once in a lifetime moment, whether it's the once in a lifetime item, whether it's a once in a lifetime value. I think this would be qualified as both, but I think definitely very much leaning towards that once in a lifetime value. And I don't take those words lightly. I'm here all the time. Been doing this a long time. There's a lot of things that I can do and have done. But there is nothing else that brings us a yellow diamond earring like that for $2,200. Nothing. Nothing else. That's why it's worthy of that once in a lifetime. We'll show a conch pearl. We'll show a tanzanite. We'll get you last call. Anything else you'd like to see, requests are welcome. 5 seconds left to go. $2,200 going once. Do we have anything else? Do we have a $10,000 bid or a $5,000 bid or a $3,000 bid or 2210? Sure. Do we have 2210? I mean, whatever you got. We're looking to keep the auction going for a while, but I know we only have 18 minutes left of airtime. So here's what it boils down to. Do you have 2210? Yes or no? Got it? Sold, they're gone. Let's move along. I got the big tanzanite. This tanzanite is something special, and I know it'd be wiser to save it for a different day. No, no, no. I'm bringing you a value worthy of tonight. Item number here is 1129057. Thank you so much on the yellow diamond earrings. Enjoy them. Enjoy. Well done there. Now, here is our big emerald cut. Look at that stone. Emerald cut, and about as stately and simple and elegant a style as you could ask for. Halo perfectly surrounding the cut, perfectly surrounding that piece. And then you also happen to have the diamonds continuing down the sides as well. So that's important too. And we're gonna bring you, let me show you a different angle so you can see all the reds. Watch the reds coming through. When you see that, look at that. That's what it does. Just facing it directly into that light, and that's what you see. Red flashes every which way, gorgeous neon brights and lights and stunner. And you know what? Let's blow it out. No, I'm not trying any more auctions. I have lost so much money today. Today, in 2 hours and 43 minutes, I've probably lost more money than I have in 9 years of being here. So it's been quite a night for value. Shop anything you've seen from the show that's still available. Here's our 5 carat 30 glamorous, elegant emerald cut. 51 points is in the diamond weight. And good news, you can change the gold color if you want. Oh, I forgot we're close up. Let's zoom on back. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And that's going to be, that is the emerald cut. Look at how stunning this is. And it's too big on me, but it's going to be sized to perfection for you. Whatever size you wear, you got it. Yellow gold, white gold, rose gold. Look at how stunning. I mean, that is a pretty piece right there. And there they are. If you think those reds are just something magical that happens up close, no, it's happening from a distance away too. And all this, everything you're seeing is going to become even more wow when you see it in person. I can't show you everything Blue Wing Block D is capable of here under these lights. They like the lower lights, the regular lights. Neons come better through when you've got it in a lower light environment. And that would be any environment outside of this one. Any environment is a lower light than this one because this is a studio. So let's go back up close and take another look at our 5 carat 30 with our 51 points in diamonds and blow it out. Truly, this is one of our best. And again, it's all a function of 15 minutes to go, crazy Thursday, let's do something wild. Let's make it even better than, oh yeah, $8,999. When everything's set to go to a museum, I told you this yesterday, you probably heard about what happened at the Louvre. There were some very important gem pieces and jewelry pieces that were stolen. Now, we all hope they're gonna get back at some point, but you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. I will say, there is a museum that is even more in need of great gems on display because, you know, still operating and still showing great patrons, beautiful things in jewelry items. Well, where do you think your blue wings are going? Museum Reserve means that. If you don't want to take them for your own personal collection, understood, but they do have to go where they're promised. They were promised 6.5 years ago. Actually, coming up on 7 years in December, they were promised to go to museum exhibits. So that's where these need to go, and you get a chance to pick them up before. So it's like, again, the museums can't have what's already in your house. Now, whether you want to put it on loan to a museum is your prerogative. You can decide. That is up to you. I know a lot of TVON shoppers that have put various purchases, various stones in museums. They've lent them out, sometimes local, sometimes big. Totally up to you. Totally up to you. But $8,999, will not be. And the show is here. We got 13 minutes to go, and I will give it away. And we will do something incredible. On your 5 carat 30, I will say this one looks a lot bigger than that, a lot larger than 5 carats 30. What do I know? I've been showing them nothing but blue wing block Ds for nearly 7 years right here on this show. I say 7, I've been here 9. Can you believe I went 2 years of just bringing you regular block D? And then it was another 7 of blue wing block D, and they are coming to a big, big finale. So now you got a chance. Whether you want it for $8,000, please don't pay it. Please don't pay 7 or 6 or 5. Well, that makes it under $1,000 a carat, free diamonds, free gold. I'm in. But you know what? You guys love a better value than that, and I'm bringing it. And we got our last 13 minutes. Let's go. It ain't going to be $5,000 or $4,000 or $39.99. We got a big value right here, and those reds are just dynamic. This is an emerald cut that if you love emerald cuts, well, it's the be-all, end-all. It's slightly more elongated than a traditional emerald cut, meaning it's more narrow, a little bit taller. It's got that tall, long, lean, flattering look on the hand. Yes, can jewelry make your hand look better? Absolutely. And this one is the ultimate tanzanite the world over. You literally can own something that is belonging and fit for a museum. And again, they're not here much longer. You've got a very limited time to take advantage of museum pieces, because if they stick around, they go right out to museums, and those museums are more now in need than ever before. And so here's your chance to get it. Now, I can tell you right now, this one's not going to a museum because it's going tonight. This price tag already, so good at $39.99. I'm going lower. Thank you for being here. What a day. If you have picked out anything from this 3-hour show so far, you have scored the value of a lifetime. And I mean that. That's a real, honest to goodness, true statement. If you want this one, continuing those values for another 10 minutes, let's make it better than $35 or $34.99. Oh yeah, any gold color you want, any size. You don't pay for the gold color change. You don't pay for the sizing. You don't pay for the shipping. You get it, and you don't pay tax if you live in any state besides California. Those are all extra savings. There's so much to be saved here. And then here I am giving it away at this price tag of $34 or $33 or $32 or $31. No, you get a better value. Just dial in quickly so you can be the new rightful owner of the museum emerald cut. That is not going to be $31.99 either. It is not, you know what? Blow it out. Make it $2,999, and that'll be done. That'll be a long gone, done opportunity. You have one of the best, and this 5 carat 30 looks bigger. I wish it was my size, but let me try it on for you anyways. Show you, I pick it up, it goes straight up red. It looks like a ruby on my hand. When that catches the light the right way, you could swear you have a ruby on your finger, because the overwhelming reds, they take over. It is so neon, so incredible. $29.99. I'm just holding it like this so you can see it kind of propped up just the way it should be there when it sits. When you get your perfect size delivered to your home, that's what it looks like. Sitting right there, centered up on your finger, $29.99 for that value. 5 carat 30 stone with all that diamond weight perfectly trailing around it. It is the perfect frame. I mean, it's exactly showing off the emerald cutting. That is just magical. I get lost in these stones. Sometimes they feel a little bit hypnotic, don't they? Just the way, if you love bright, rich colors, and who doesn't? If you like gems, you do. You like those richer colors. You want to see those bright reds coming on through. $29.99. Amazing. Down to the corners, the reds, they're coming through the corners, the top faceting, the bottom faceting, the sides, every which way. And for $29.99, it's yours. I don't know why anyone would wait on that. That is epic value, and it's only good for one caller. Let's see who's got it. If there's anything we can recap from the show, we got 9 minutes to do it. 9 minutes, tell us what you'd like to see. Any of the big opals, the ruby heart-shaped pendant we had, the gorgeous Swiss blue topaz that was here in the trillion cut. Oh, I'll just remind you, we had a tanzanite pendant that we tried to get going in auction. It didn't go. We can bring that back out if you'd like to get it. A tanzanite opportunity to get a pendant version with a cushion cut square. Anything else you need to see, let me know though, because we are seeing you tomorrow night at 5. Hopefully we'll see you all then. I would love to have your company tomorrow. What fun we're going to have, as always, on our big Friday night. TGIF. It's so exciting. It's really a good time to be with us. Friday night into Saturday morning. Oh my goodness. Then the weekend will be here, and what an amazing collection we have coming up. All throughout the rest of the week. It's going to be so much fun. Join me tomorrow at 5. That's we're 9 minutes away. No, 8 minutes away now from signing off tonight. Thursday coming to its end. Make sure you get this gorgeous ring. $29.99. What more can I say? I just want to say sold. I just can't wait to congratulate somebody who gets it. We've got a beautiful conch pearl we can show you real quick before we go. Is there anything else you'd like a little peek at before we go too? A little something that we maybe saw earlier and you're wondering if it's still available, or if it's the right piece for you, let me know. This is here too. Look at how, so there's a little bright dazzling effect that happens with a cushion cut. Cushion cut square is a lot like a round as far as how it's going to look to the eye. It's $91.82. It's the pendant with the big veil with that ribbon-like design of diamonds. That is only going to be, you know what, let's do a quick blowout here. I know I tried to get that auction started. We don't have time for that. I'll just make it $12.99 if you'd like to get it. First caller on that pendant. Let me know if anybody would like that one, or if you want to get the tanzanite ring, or maybe you want to see that big kunzite we have that's new, or the conch pearl. I'm going to show the conch pearl for sure, because it's been that red, that juicy red, hot pink color that we love to see. So we'll share that with you. And anything else. If you need another look of whatever it is you're still thinking about, get that second look. Then you'll know what to do. There was a large golden pearl. There was also a really, really important tourmaline. I got to show these again. We've got a couple pieces to recap here. Want to show you some of our very, very best from the show. Still available. Yes. I do. Let me just show it, see if they like it. Here's the alexandrite. It's item number 9067. Take a look. Here's the alexandrite. And that alexandrite is very strong. Look at that. It's usually only the teeny stones that show off purples in this light. That's a 95-point cushion cut alexandrite with a 53-point diamond weight set within the wide band of gold. You can change the gold color. And end of the show is here, $69.99 piece. You know what? If they like that one, I will mark it down right now. Any gold you want, any size. And you know what? That will be only, let's just do it for $2,999 instead. And a nearly 1 carat. Look at that stone. Look what it's doing. It's blue greens like it's Paraíba, but showing off purples as well. Ooh la la. That is something gorgeous right there. And almost the whole stone is lighting up purple right now. Very unusual. Here's what it looks like on the hand. $29.99 for the alexandrite. We're going to show the conch pearl and then do our little recap, and then we're out of time. So here comes the conch pearl. It's 1128073. Look at that. This is the true deep pink. It's that pinky red, the ultimate color they come in. It's item number 8073. We've been doing some blowouts in some of these conch pearls that are here, and this one is following along. 89 points in the conch pearl out of the queen conch sea snail shell. One of the rarest organic, well, it is the rarest of the organic stones, and it's got 43 points in diamonds, classic setting style in platinum, and that is going to be, again, 89 points on the conch pearl. It is virtually a round. Remember, we don't cut these stones. They're actually derived naturally from inside the shell. So the shape that it is the shape that it is made in nature. as an organic gem. 89 points, 43 points in diamonds, platinum setting. This one has got a new blowout from $7,999, and now it's not. It's going a lot lower than that right now. Then we'll do our little recap. I've got 3 pieces to recap from the show, and they're all going to be under $2,000, but we're going to make this one $26.99. Only that one. So a quick deal on that gorgeous pinky red variety that is so strong, and yet that really amazing color. It's lively, isn't it? And that one's going to go on the hand real quick. Then we'll do our recap because we're down to 4 minutes. So we got to hustle. And if you want the tanzanite pendant or ring, let us know very quickly on those. And then here is that gorgeous, look at that. It is so perfectly round. When you see that from a distance away, the perfect round shape to that one, $26.99. Here comes the recap. I had 3 really standouts, I would say. And this is the opal. Oh my goodness, crystal opal, look at that color. And then in this wider band of gold. And then diamonds dotting the outside. That's gonna be our big 522 opal. I also happen to have this really important blue-green that looks like Paraiba. It's a tourmaline. It's just out of that new find in the Congo. So we have a blue-green round. We have the gorgeous opal, and then we have the incredible golden pearl with that floral design. Boy, I need even more room. Every single piece up here, they've been presented in full throughout the show. But tonight, guys, this is the last call because we got all these pieces that everyone's thinking about. We're going to do anything up there for $1,999 while it's last call on our big Thursday night. So here we are with 3 minutes to go. That is a huge golden pearl. It's 14 millimeters. That's 18 karat gold. And that's our 18 karat yellow gold with diamonds in that floral design, 14 millimeter. Here's the big opal. The opal is a 522, 53 points in diamonds, finished on the inside with extra gold. And look at that. You see the colors of the stone all the way through because it's a natural crystal opal. And then here's our blue green. Congolese round, that is also $19.99. That's our 1 carat 26 Congolese round with a carat 09 in diamonds. So all 3, you choose, pick your favorite, $1,999 for your choice of. And that just about does it for our Thursday night. We've got 2 minutes left to go. You can call on the tanzanites, please do. Tanzanite pendant or the fabulous ring, that emerald cut. Let me know if that's still here. I think it is. I think you can shop either of those tanzanites or our conch pearl or anything else you've seen. If it's still available, we are here to help you and determine what is here for you and what is not. So give us a quick call. We'll help you out with that. Reminder, we're with you tomorrow night from 5 to 8, same time as tonight, but it's Friday. That means it's Club TVON, our big party night. We kick off the weekend together, so we'll look forward to that. And we have so many exciting things in store, as always, for the weekend that kicks off tomorrow. So we got 90 seconds left. You got a $19.99 deal on any one of those 3 that you like. So you choose. Do you want, again, that is our 14 millimeter. This is stunning. 14 millimeter South Sea Golden Pearl, perfectly round, perfect flawless nacre, great luster, and that is $19.99. This opal, it's incredible. Look at that crystal opal. Crystal opal with a base color, so every neon color shows off and shines brightly. And then this Congolese. It is the look of Paraiba all day. Blues and greens together, gorgeous clarity, round cut, amazing style. That's also got over a carat in diamonds to go with it. That is here for also for $1,999. So take whichever one you like. If you call a little after the show is over, that's no problem at all. Just jot down that number so you know how to reach us. We're going to still be here for a couple minutes, taking those orders, helping you out, and getting all those favorites from tonight and beyond. So reminder, join me tomorrow at 5 o'clock because that's when we'll see you next. 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And then don't forget our Saturday and Sunday. Those are our weekend shows. They're here during the day from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That's Pacific time. So we look forward to seeing you whenever you can join us. We certainly hope you can stop by and join us for all of those shows as our week continues and as the jewelry and the values continue as they always do. Thank you so much for watching and shopping tonight from all of us at TVON. I wish you a great rest of your evening. I'm your host, Lauren Blair. We'll see you tomorrow at 5 o'clock and keep calling. We'll be here for a couple minutes after you go off the air to help you out with these items or anything else. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.